pretty face on. I had resting bitch face going on there for a minute. YouTube is saying live in 28 minutes. Let me just do a refresh. Here we go. I've killed that. Killed the sound. Move that over. I've got no sound on. I've got nothing. Hello, everybody, Tracy.
You should hear me. You should hear me. Bovine spongy form. Hopefully that's working now. Right. So I'll start that introduction again. I just realised I had my microphone off. See, all these problems, Tracy. All these effing problems.
I can hear you. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know, because you're listening.
Right.
You're listening to me on Skype, not over the stream. You're all right. You can hear me. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, bovine spongy form. I had my microphone off. I just thought I'd say hi to you, bovine spongy form. Tracy is always chatting on my stream as Rainbow Craft, and I've been trying to get her to come on my stream and say hello to everybody. She's finally agreed to do it this week, as you can see. So Rainbow Craft she normally chats as on my streams, but here she's. I've known Tracy. How long have we known Tracy? How long have we known each other, Tracy?
It's about 2004, I think, because I started doing eBay around that time and became about 2004, 2005, because I became a power seller, and then I met you on the power seller board.
That's it. And we've actually done. Unlike Micky, who comes on my stream on Fridays. Unlike Micky, we've actually met. We've met several times. We've met twice in London.
Yeah.
And I actually went to Tracy's wedding reception when she got married to Andrew there. So, it's we actually do know each other personally, so it's not. I'm not getting complete strangers to come on.
You're not
like
just a
Mickey.
figment of my imagination.
Yeah, I haven't met Mickey yet, but I'm going to put it right this year. Nigel Farage's love child, Jason. I've met him about 4 times as well. So anyway, let's get on with things. Let's have our session of beer du jour. So let's run that. There we go. The beer du jour. So I'm still on the Budweiser. I'm still on the Budweiser. I've got a case
through that.
Sorry, Tracy.
Still ploughing through the Budweiser case.
Yeah, I'm still playing through the Budweiser case. I had 20 bottles, and the 20 bottles actually takes a bit of a time to drink through because I'm not the world's greatest drinker. So let's have the 20 bottles there. Thank you for following me, glob you. And yes, Bovine, I will call you Bovine. And eye drops on Reddit. Hi, eye drops. How are you? Tracy, I'm drinking Budweiser. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a disappearing bottle of wine. Let me put it in front of me. Yep. Brancott Estate. It's my favourite wine at the moment. It's a Sauvignon Blanc. And it's white, obviously. And it's about £9 a bottle. But I try to get it when it's on special offer. So, and very nice it is too.
Cheap shit then.
Not as cheap as the shit I used to drink. I used to drink vinegar. At the time it was like £1.99 a bottle.
Okay.
2 for £3.
Bovine there on Twitch. You've got to remember that both of us are over 50, so we've both got serious dementia. I've no idea what I've had me Aspal 6.8 means. Oh, Bovine Spongy Form knows you, Tracy.
Yes, I know he does. He's being cheeky with a new name on Twitch.
Oh, is it Andrew?
It is.
Should I wave at him?
Yeah, give him a wave.
Yeah, see, I waved at Andrew. Right, okay. Sorry. Sorry. I was looking for whatever it was, Rainbow Beach, I think he called himself, didn't he?
No, I was Rainbow Beach. He was Pankman.
Oh, right, Pankman. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, because of the pancreas problems that he's had, so he just calls himself Pankman. So. Not in daily life, Hello, Steve. Nice to meet you. My name's Pankman. But
yeah. Right. Let's have a look. We've actually got 5 people watching us on YouTube tonight.
Ooh.
4 people watching us on Twitch.
Oh, well, that's a point. And I'm not. Yeah, go on, carry on.
But once again, Reddit is well ahead of everybody on 194 people watching you on Reddit, Tracy.
Ooh, and I haven't got the linky poos yet, so I can't see if there's...
Yes, you have. Look on Messenger.
Oh, making me open Facebook again.
I told you I'd send you the link on Messenger.
Yeah, no.
So there's 194 watching us on Reddit, so I expect you to say to them, hello, everybody, personally.
Let me just pick that up and see if I can get that in another window, because that's gonna... Oh no, it's gonna just confuse me. Let me just put it into that. Tell me if there's any questions in between me clicking around. So.
No, there's no questions coming on Reddit. It's just eye drops that said hey, so I said hey back to eye drops, and we've got somebody called Fuck You, which he obviously chose. He obviously chose that username so that he could hear people saying fuck you. He's saying go Reddit because obviously Reddit has got the big advantages. Don't ask me, Andrew. Don't ask me about Twitch. I'm still trying to figure out Twitch myself. I've only just got the leaderboard working on Twitch today. I'm not even sure if that is working. So it's sort of a loyalty scheme. Pat Ball, there's your daughter.
It is. That's why I'm waving at her.
yeah, I know that. That's her daughter.
Hello. We haven't started on the rude stuff yet, so you're all right.
I didn't think we were going to start on the rude stuff. And one of my regulars has just come on, and I always like to give the award creamiest puss. Yes, the username really is creamiest puss. Now, if you're watching Reddit, you won't see this on YouTube. You won't see this on Twitch. But if you're watching Reddit, creamiest puss has just given me an award, so I'm just going to say thank you to creamiest puss. So there you go. I don't know if you can see that on Reddit. Can you, Tracy?
Yeah, I can see that I want to say she, and I'm presuming it feels like a feminine name, Creamiest Puss, but you never know.
No, he's. We have been through this with Creamiest Puss, and he is a he, and Creamiest Puss is short for Creamiest Pussy. I don't quite know what that means because I'm very
very innocent. Yeah.
I know nothing about that. On my leaderboard, right? If you're on Twitch, if you type in !leaderboard, you will see who's got the most points. And at the moment, it's Rainbow Beach with 15 points. Yeah, try it. Only on Twitch. Only works on Twitch. So if you're on Twitch, type it. Or you could try it on YouTube. Pat Ball can try it on YouTube. They can try it on Reddit. But if you type in, it should come up in the chat with a leaderboard. Let me just try it and see what happens. So let me just try it. You get points for being online for so long. So there we go. Yes, follow the link, and it takes you to the leaderboard.
It's all right. I'm just fiddling with my windows. There we go. Right, close that. There we go. Right.
Because you get so many points for how long you're online, and you get so many points for following me, and you get so many points for making donations, and that's currently the leaderboard at the moment. With the thingy. So I don't know if you can see that. If you've got a link to it now, have you?
It hasn't come up yet. I can see that you typed in leaderboard. Oh, I've got a link to it. Yes.
Oh, Pankman's back on YouTube. Yeah. So.
Oh, there we go. Look. Yeah, I had to spell Rainbow Beach differently for Twitch because Rainbow Beach as in a beach has been taken. So.
All right. Okay. So there we go. Yeah. You get 5 points for every minute you watch. Anyway, something like that. Look, just another guy from Mars. Hello, and thank you for following. You get 10 points for doing that. That's just. That's just something that I've only managed to sort out today. I couldn't sort it out any other day. Creamiest Puss hates it. I don't know. Can you see that, Tracy, on Reddit?
I just hate it when people take me seriously.
I'm sorry, but I can't take anybody with that sort of username seriously, Creamiest Puss. I really can't. Do you know how many people we've got watching us on Facebook? Are you ready for this? Are you sitting down?
None. It used to be me, and then I switched over to YouTube. And now it's Twitch, and now I like be here.
That's the nearest I've got. Twitch is the nearest one that I've got to being monetized. You have to do 4 metrics to be monetized on Twitch. That's when they play adverts on your video on demand, and you get a share of the revenue. I've got 3 out of the 4. So once I get an average of 3 people chatting on each stream, which I'm about 1.8 at the moment, I actually start to get a revenue share. When I do that, I won't be able to co-stream, won't be able to stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, because as I understand it, that's part of Twitch's affiliate agreement. You're called an affiliate when you get monetized. And so what I'll have to do is I'll have to knock Twitch off on a Monday night, but then I'm planning to do a separate Twitch on a Wednesday night. I'm also planning, Tracy, you might be interested in this, I'm also planning a radio station which allows you to actually do exactly what we're doing right now.
But in the nude.
Huh?
But in the nude.
Sorry, what was that?
But naked.
Naked?
Yeah, you see, it allows you to do exactly what we're doing right now, but naked. We can talk without any clothes on, and nobody will be able to see because it's a radio.
No. When we do the radio station, we're like we are now. People can see us. But when they hear the replay, it'll only be the audio. And as we know, I'm naked from the waist downwards because it's so hot in here. It's 39 degrees in my room at the moment. I've got some very powerful lights. I've got 2 very powerful studio lights up there, and it's 39 degrees in my room. So I'm actually quite hot. I've got 2 fans blowing on me as well, and I might have to turn them up.
It's 26 in here, so
yeah. It's 39 when the when the studio lights go on. So it's just another guy. It's just another guy from Mars, one of your relatives.
wait. No, I don't think so.
Okay. He's on Twitch anyway. So hello, just another guy from Mars.
Yeah, no, Rebecca is my other daughter, so she's giving us some good vibes.
No. So, what have you been up to this week, Tracey?
What have I been up to? I watched the football, obviously, on Friday, so I'm looking forward to tomorrow, is it, the semi-final?
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. And yesterday, I just spent the day trying to get all the technology together and working and things. And I fell asleep really, really early on Saturday, so that was a great Saturday night.
You've actually been doing a bit more than that, which we'll talk about in a minute. Creamiest Bus has got a question on Reddit if you want. If you want to answer it. Bear in mind that later on, this stream will go out as a podcast, so people will only be able to hear the audio, not see the video. So you've got to describe what the person is and what they're saying. So go for it.
Yeah. It says, how is the heat there? Cooled any? It has cooled down quite a lot, but we're expecting it to go back up again sometime next month. It's relatively chilly at the moment, with being around about sort of 25, 27 in the daytime at the moment. So, but it's we're not flaking out all over the place and burning in hell at the moment. So,
just to let you know, Trace, you're up to 475 people on Reddit.
Oh, hello, hi Reddit.
Like I said, Reddit is the most popular. Is the most popular place for the streaming, but it's just a pain in the arse, especially as they change things. I mean, there was a time when I'd get 250,000 or more people watching the stream. I don't think that's going to happen anymore. So I'll set
up. I haven't got enough cleavage out then.
yeah. That's it. Yeah. So that's what we've got on Reddit. We're now down to 300. Look, we're now down to 390. So
scared off the cleavage. Let's put it away.
Yeah, that's what. Put your tits away. Yeah. That's not all you've been doing, all right? If we get to 500, you can get your tits out again. It's very, very sexist and misogynistic, and that's not my.
No. If they donate 50 quid, I'll take the pink thing off. So there you go. I'm not averse to a bit of negotiation here.
Okay. That's not all you've been doing this week, though, is it? You told me yesterday you were reinventing yourself on social media.
Yeah, I'm trying to sort of ramp up doing stuff so that things sell. So I'm trying to sort of get it back into doing. I still have been doing writing, but I'm trying to get back into doing that so that I can put it on the internet and then people can subscribe and read it. And I've got a couple of books in me. Plus I do at the moment I'm not doing the extras work, but I want to get back into that. So, and then of course Andrew's got music that needs to be sold and things like that, which I co-produce and to help do the marketing and things. So I'm just trying to sort of like that's what I was doing yesterday, was sort of dragging everything together and sort of consolidating it all. I managed to get a link tree going, so I'll spam the chats with that shortly. So I've started up like TikTok and Instagram, but nothing's on there at the moment, but that's ready for when I'm ready to like sit and actually create something. But it's all good, so that's what I've been doing.
Andrew, I see Andrew's just come on to it. Andrew, there's no reason why you can't play your music on the stream. There's no reason at all. You're quite welcome to do that. As it's your music, it's not copyright. Well, it is copyright. It's copyright you, so it doesn't present any problems. And I'm quite happy for you to play it on stream. I'm quite happy to do it for you, Andrew. Quite happy to give you a hand.
Let me give you. I'll spam my link into somewhere, and then it's his music is on one of them that you can. I think it's YouTube that you can actually just play through. So without purchasing, so people can listen. That's on. I haven't got a Reddit link, so you'll have to send it to Reddit for me, and I've lost YouTube.
All right. Okay. You've got another question on Reddit.
Just saw that. He says, how do we follow you, dear lady? I've got a link tree that I'm just posting to places now. Steve might have to copy it over to Reddit because I don't have a Reddit login. Although I do have a Twitch and a YouTube login, which I can...
Send it to me on Messenger.
Okay, I shall do that now. And then you can pop it everywhere.
Although you spoke about the question, it's always best to if you refer to the ID, like saying, "I'm Frenchy Mama asks."
Oh, right, yeah.
Like I say, you've got to remember that we've got to describe this because it is going out as an audio podcast later. Right, okay. I've got your link tree. Right, I'll just post that up in a couple of seconds. Saying, entertain the tubes while I'm doing that. Entertain the troops.
Well, where's everybody posting from? Where's everybody watching from? Well, it's this evening here in London. Could be morning where you are. So, and yeah, go for it. Have you got? Oh, yeah. It's all right. I'm just seeing. I just thought you'd picked it up. I've got to find my windows here. There we go. I'm not very good at entertaining the troops. There we go. There's my link tree.
And I just posted it on Reddit as well.
Lovely. So there's my link tree, and whichever side it is where the chat box is. I can't see myself on Reddit because my windows. Is it there? Virginia.
Creamiest Pussy's answering you.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah. Creamiest Puss says Virginia, USA. So, is that a place that you've been to, Steve? Because I'm not very well travelled at all. I do love my UK, but I'm not stepping out of the UK at the moment.
I've been through Virginia, but not to Virginia, if that makes sense. I've driven through Virginia on one of my jaunts when I was doing one of the American highways, but I've never really stopped in Virginia. I know where it is. It's actually nice. It's one of the what I call green states, which very much reminds me of this country, with lots of trees and lots of greenery. So it is a very green state, and only the people in America will know what I'm talking about by that. I mean, if you get somewhere like Texas, that's a very brown state, which is very dry and dusty. But Virginia is a very green state, so that's Virginia where I've been through. I'm just making your link tree look a bit better while we're doing that, because you don't need the HTTPS on that. So let me just change that.
Yes, just the first bit. So
just to make it look a bit better.
Yeah. Nice font though. Nice font. Nice.
There you go. That's that. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, Virginia it's one of those places I've never actually stopped in. I've been there, but I've just never stopped there. It's just one of those things. I've just never had the opportunities to stop there. Your link tree still doesn't look too good, so I think I'm going to add a.
It needs to just be moved over.
Yeah, it's the black background. I need to add I need to add a background to it to make it stand out a bit more. So I hate doing things. In real time because that's when things go.
Don't make it
wrong.
Too black because it'll hide the cleavage.
Oh, okay. You want your cleavage to be seen, do you? Right. Okay.
Yes. It's getting an airing.
Right. There we go. That's that.
Yeah. No, that's lovely.
That makes it look a bit better. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put it above you so that people can see it's above you. Let me put it above you. So hang on. Let me put it above you. Right. See how that looks on Reddit. Yep, we just need to make that fraction smaller. There we go. Right. Okay. Does that look better on Reddit? Yes, that looks better on Reddit. There you go. How's that?
Lovely. Yes. No, that looks good.
Okay.
How are we doing for numbers? I can't see how many. If
you're on your Reddit tab, right?
Yeah.
Go down to the bottom and hover over the left. The left. Hover over the left.
I got it.
Left. Got it?
Yeah. 391.
Yep.
Yes.
Hang on. I've got to. Somebody said that you're not sure if I'm meant to do this or not, so they're sending me an image. So I've obviously done something wrong here, so that doesn't surprise me. Right. I haven't got the right Reddit tab open, so I need to open up yet another Reddit tab. I've got about 20 tabs open now, so let's have a look and see. See where my messages. Got it. Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Someone's sending you.
Yes. Yeah, right. Happy Smile Seeker is wondering why we had Toss Flags come up on our stream on Friday. That was me. That was me being funny. What you've got to remember is Happy Smile Seeker. Happy Smile Seeker. Are you in this country or are you in the United States? The reason being is that toss and fags in the UK mean something completely different to what they do in America. Now, Micky is a smoker. He smokes, and he smokes in his car. And what he does is he throws his cigarettes out of the window. Except being British, he doesn't say, I throw my cigarettes out the window. He says, I toss fags out the window. So, of course, if you're in America, you're sitting there and thinking, I toss fags out the window. You're thinking, what on earth is going on there? So we did a bit of a play on words on that. And also, high risk anus. High risk anus is actually an anagram of Rishi Sunak. Again, they're pretty much British in jokes, but I just thought I'd mention that. But yeah.
And I bloody got moderated for repeating it back in the chat box.
Oh dear, oh dear.
It's all right if you say it's all right if you're verbalising it, but when you type it, the moderators don't like it.
Yeah. I'm just going to check with Happy Smile Seeker to ask if they're watching now because they might be. They might be,
is that what you got? The message that you got?
Yeah. They sent me a message. I read it. So of course I'm trying to stream, talk, and everything else.
Stream, talk, and type.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I mean, I know I can multitask. I can watch porn and masturbate, but actually, stream, talking, and typing are two different things. You know.
Can you watch porn, masturbate, and talk?
Can I what?
Watch porn, masturbate, and talk.
No. I've never tried it, of course. Not that I've ever tried it. So I'm not sure whether people are actually watching the stream or not. So I've got to work it out. The Reddit figures are up and down like a horse draws. At the moment, we're on 83 on Reddit. We're on just 1 on YouTube, and we have 4 on Twitch. So that's good. So we'll have to get your Andrew. When does your Andrew want to put his music on?
Where are you, Andrew? Happy Smile Seeker says, I'm here, I know the term. And also adds, was just wondering if it was a coincidence.
All right, okay. Did you understand? Right, yes. Yeah, Happy Smile Seeker was the one that said about I toss fags and Rishi Sunak. Did you understand what I meant by those two? They're George Bernard Shaw. I'm sure it was George Bernard Shaw. George Bernard Shaw once described England and America as 2 great nations divided by a common language, and we were playing on the language terms, like I say. So when Micky said that he tossed fags out the window, of course anybody in America will think that sounds like dogging, but it's not. I know exactly what he means in Britain. So, and like I said, high risk anus is an anagram of Rishi Sunak, who's one of the 2 people in the running for our next Prime Minister. The other one is Liz Truss. Now, Liz Truss actually sounds like some sort of bondage equipment. So yeah.
I think her name actually sounds like something that a guy would wear if he had some kind of hernia, like in the genital department, you know. Or you need to wear your Liz Truss today, love.
Yeah. Yeah. So yes. Happy Smile Seeker. I did quite deliberately mean to do that. I'm probably going to get myself in trouble for that. Tracey, if Andrew's in the same room as you, get him to play the music, and we'll hear it while you're talking.
He's not even in the same flat.
Oh, okay.
I can probably play it on here. On YouTube, because there's actually a link on the link tree. Oh dear, don't do that, Tracy. That's a good idea not to do that. Where are we? Yeah, on the link tree, if you go to where it says Signal by Andrew Turner, then it does a drop down, and if you click on YouTube Music, that should take you to where you, yes, there you go. That should take you to where you can play it, where any of you can play it for free. So, and it's the actual, I think, hang on, no, let me just double check. Yes. And it's, yeah, so it's the all the listings from the actual physical CD that we brought out, oh God, back in about 2008 now. Let me just see. It says, right, I don't know if you can hear that.
No.
No?
No.
Might be a bit. That?
No. No.
No?
No. I can do it by playing it through here. But I'm not really set up. I've done so many things tonight. If I start another thing going, I'll end up completely breaking everything.
Yeah, no, listen. What I could do, because I haven't got the CD player or anything set up at the moment, so I could have it going on in the background like another time. But anyone who wants to listen to it now, like I said, it's on the link tree. Go to where it says
point up.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, I'll point. Yeah, go to the link tree. I was pointing at the screen because, of course, you can all see me pointing at the screen. Yeah, go to the link tree, and it's the fourth one down where it says Signal by Andrew Turner, and you get a drop down, and then you've got all these choices where you can listen to it. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, Show More, Deezer, and just listen to the whole album. And if you like it, buy it. If you want to actually buy the actual CD, go to the one below that where it says buy Signal as an actual real CD, and that comes direct from us. So go for it. If you like it, tell your friends. Make it go viral. But yeah, retweet and stuff like that, and put likes on the YouTube and stuff. So we'll work for likes.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I'm quite pretty good friends. I thought, like I say, for those that missed it earlier, Tracy and I actually know each other in real life. And her husband Andrew, of course. I've met Tracy a few times, met Andrew a few times. I was actually at their wedding reception. When was that, Tracy?
That was 2008. Yeah, we got married and then we produced the CD. So it's, we had a baby, like a CD. We didn't have a baby yet.
Okay. Is it really 2008? Was that long ago? What, 10?
It was
14 years. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. I know it's amazing how quickly time goes, but it's just also when you think about what's happened in that time as well, people being born, people dying and things like that. It's like, oh my God, it seems like a lifetime ago.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh wow. I'm just quite surprised there. Right. I'm just going through the figures again. We're down to 51 people on Reddit, so you have to open up your top there now. You're still the top viewer on. You're still on the leaderboard. You're still top on the leaderboard on points with Andrew second and Restream Bot who's third. But number four. Let me just push the figures up for people so they can see them. There you go, people. Look, here's the figures on the leaderboard. So number 4 is there you go. Number 4 is Asuka Misaka, and you've got another TV viewer, Alexis the Nexus. You've got loads of them. Pardon me, on the leaderboard, but
I'm not sure because I told a few people, and I'm not sure if they're going to be watching now or if they're going to watch on catch up. So whatever, I'm going to say hi Lucy, hi Lynn, and hi Jeff. Hope you caught the stream, and I hope you're loving it. So there you go, bit of a shout out to them.
Carry on.
Yeah, no, well, I didn't, like I said, I didn't sort of announce it to sort of everyone. I just told a few people. just to kind of like come and have a look, come and say hello, come and see me. But I'm not sure where or if that they'll be watching or if they're even logged in. So hopefully one of those numbers is one of them. But yes, Reddit, you're very quiet. Ask us some questions.
Well, ask us anything, absolutely.
Ask us anything. The sillier the better.
I'm just going to apologise. First of all, normally I stream on a Friday night as well, where I have my guest on Micky. I'm not streaming this coming Friday because I'm going away for the weekend. I'm going up to Manchester for the weekend. We leave Friday morning, so there'll be no stream. But I'll be back on Monday. And my next question is, would you all like to see Tracey back next Monday? So just let me know, whatever platform you're on, I can see them all. Just let me know if you'd like to see Tracey back. I've stopped the pub stream. So a lot of you know that I stream on the pub on Sunday night. I've stopped the pub streams because the COVID rates in the UK have gone quite high. In fact, we had a bit of a milestone which wasn't widely reported by the authorities last week. Tuesday last week, which is also the hottest day the UK's ever had. We also had the highest number of COVID cases we've ever had, even higher than what it was in 2020. Just interrupt. DJ Palsy, yes, I'm fully aware that once I become affiliated, I'm not allowed to co-stream. We did cover that earlier. And once I do become affiliated on Twitch, I'm going to switch the Twitch streaming to Wednesday nights, which I was going to talk about a bit later. But until I'm affiliated, then I'm going to co-stream. I've got another project in the offing, which is a radio station, which I briefly touched on, but I'm going to talk to Tracey about that off air. Because we've probably got wildly different tastes in music, but I'll explain that later. But yeah, I've got to apologise because of COVID. I'm not doing the pub stream at the moment, and I'm not streaming next Friday because I'm away for the weekend. I'm also not streaming my game. I know a few of you know that I stream on Twitch and YouTube in the mornings. I stream when I play Empire and Allies. I'm not actually streaming that at the moment because it's so hot in my room that at the moment it's nearly 40 degrees in my room, and I feel very uncomfortable with my shirt on. But in the mornings it's that hot when I've got the lights on, the studio lights on, that I actually take my shirt off. And I'm not overly comfortable with streaming topless. I'm sorry. I have actually had a day's ban on Facebook for showing my nipples on Facebook, so I don't particularly wish to.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know it's ridiculous. Wish to impose my nipples upon people. So until the temperature's a bit cooler, I'm not streaming my game playing in the morning. But that could be changing once I become affiliated on Twitch. Like I say, DJ Palsy, thank you for looking out on me. I am. There's not much I know about Twitch, but I am fully aware of that particular rule. So if I become affiliated, and I don't think I'm not sure if I will or not, because I actually need to have 3 concurrent viewers, an average of 3 concurrent viewers, and at the moment I can't get above 1.8. So I'm not sure what's happening there. And I'm just looking at Twitch now. I've only got 4 viewers on Twitch. Once again, Reddit is ahead. Reddit has got 39 viewers. We did have over 400 at one point, but then Tracey got a tits out and we all stopped watching. So, you know. Or was it the other way around? Maybe she didn't get a tits. Well, I don't know.
That's what it is. I said donate 50. I said donate 50 quid to Steve, and I'll take this pink top off. And everyone ran away.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they did. They ran away. Yeah,
maybe
they ran away. So, but let me ask you, right? You've all met Tracey now. Do you want to see Tracey? Do you want to see Tracey on my stream as a regular visitor on a Monday? Don't all rush at once. Don't all rush at once. It's the lag, Tracey. I told you, Twitch has got about a 2.5 minute lag, and YouTube's got 20 minutes, and it is complicated.
I want to know where Micky is tonight. I know he's obviously not on this stream, but why is he not in here cheering you on like I do?
I did tell Micky about it. I did say to Micky tonight, because I messaged him earlier to tell him that I wouldn't be streaming on Friday because I'm going out to Manchester at the weekend. And he said, "Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'll come on the stream tonight and take the piss out of you." But I haven't seen him yet. Doesn't mean he's not there. It just means we haven't seen him. So, And DJ Palsy, yeah, I know it does. It takes ages to be affiliated because nobody wants to see an old fart like me just chatting. All right, I'm fully aware on Twitch what people want to see. On Twitch, if you don't play Call of Duty or Valorant, or you don't sit in a paddling pool in a bikini licking a microphone, you don't get monetized on Twitch without a lot of hard work. But I'll keep plugging away. I'll just keep plugging away. But we'll get there eventually. I'm trying some experiments now. I've actually tried changing the title and some of the tags that we're going out on just to see what happens from that. And I'll watch the figures over the next couple of days to see how we're doing. So I'm just experimenting at the moment. It's like I've been experimenting with guests. It's as to, well, I do, Tracy, I experiment with guests. Just to see if people like me having special guests. So, no,
it's good because the thing is, if you get viewers for one particular guest, like lots of viewers for one particular guest, then they're popular, and then that gives you exposure. That gives them exposure too. I mean, I know I'm a bit of an acquired taste sometimes, and if people like run away and don't watch your stream when I'm on, then I'm not going to be hurt or whatever. I'm 50 years old. I don't care. I can watch you anyway.
Well, it's also difficult for me because a lot of people don't realise just how difficult it is streaming, Tracy, because it means that I've got to spend 2 hours talking almost non-stop, and I've got to find things to talk about. And my God, I know I can talk about some old shit at times, but eventually I'll start to run out of things. So it also helps.
I was trying to say this on the chat I don't know if it was the last one or the one before, but that last pub stream that you did where you came in wankered, according to Sean, I thought was hilarious because you just kept talking to that Ukrainian man who couldn't speak any English.
Oh, was that at the pub?
Yeah, I watched that stream and I just laughed so much because it was like you were going, I've only had 4 pints. I'll have another pint and I'll be absolutely fine. You want a drink? You want a drink? Right. And I loved it. And he was just sitting there quietly going, yes.
Yeah. One of the things about travelling all over the world, as I did in my youth, is you quickly learn how you can communicate with people, and it's in a pub. That's the easiest thing. It is great fun. Look, Reddit, we've got 26 of you on Reddit. We've got 3 of you on Twitch. I've got 2 of you on YouTube, and none of you on Facebook. So come on, let's have some chat from you. Ask us anything. Look, you've got 2 over 50s here, proving that streaming isn't just for the youngsters. Because
at least one of us is female.
Yeah, at least one of us. Yeah, at least one of us. At least one of us. Yeah, at least one of us is female. At least one of us is a cock as well.
That could be me.
Yeah, I think it's me. And we're both over 50, so we've been around the block a few times. I'm actually quite a way over 50. I'm 12 years over 50. God, I can't believe how old I am. I can't believe I made it to 62. Wow, that's just unbelievable. So let's have something from you, because as a general rule, Tracy, streaming is seen as a young person's game. Do you know that?
Yeah.
So I've been unkindly called the oldest streamer on Reddit, right? Or the oldest, funniest streamer on Reddit, or is it the funniest, oldest streamer on Reddit? And I'm still not sure whether that's a compliment or an insult. Talk for yourself. DJ Palsy's nearly 50. Yeah, I know, nearly 50, but I mean, that makes you a youngster. Like I said, me and Tracy are both over 50, so technically, compared to us, you're a youngster.
No, my Andrew.
There's Mickey.
Andrew, hello, Mickey. Andrew is my toy boy because he's not due to hit 50 for another few years yet, so he might be the youngest here, apart from my daughters.
See, and Mickey just said I'm the oldest wanker on Reddit. Mickey on YouTube there said I'm the oldest wanker on Reddit.
Yeah, we were chatting shit about you a minute ago, Mickey. You just missed it, so.
Yeah, Tracy was Tracey was wondering where you were because I said that I did actually speak to you earlier. And there we go. So come on, Reddit. Look. Look, as soon as I said let's have some questions from you, we went from 39 to 21. So I think it's time for you to move your hair backwards, Tracey. Just there we go. That's it. Advertising. You really don't get many of those to the pound. All right, I can tell you that now. Or now we're metric. You really don't get many of those to the kilo.
Don't stand up. It'll look like I've got 3 breasts.
Yeah.
And then we might get loads more viewers because I'll look like that woman off of I can't remember the name. The Arnold Schwarzenegger film.
What
Come
film?
on, Arnold Schwarzenegger film. Andrew, Total Recall. There's a lady on there with 3 breasts. She pulls her thing across and she's got 3 breasts. So if you stand up, I'll look like her.
Oh right, okay.
Good film.
Actually, Tracey, let's tell them about your part. Tracey here is a television extra.
I thought you were going to say a television fanatic or expert or something. Yes,
an extra.
I've done extras work and supporting artist work. A supporting artist or supporting artiste, as they spell it, is someone who basically is an extra, because extras can be called supporting artists as well. But also sometimes people will say extras, so they're more like background, and supporting artists are the ones that are a little bit more forward. They don't have lines, but they might interact with the characters, like give them some change or something, like in EastEnders or something. So it all depends on your definition. But yeah, I've done some of that work. I don't class myself as an actor at all, because I did try and I loved it. I was the lead in something where I had to wear a fat suit and I was a really big woman. And my husband feeds me and then he dies and I didn't have to, obviously, but chew my own arm off to stay alive. So it was like a comedy, dark comedy, kind of like Inside Number 9 type thing. But I hated learning the lines. I hated it. So I know now that I don't have dreams of like big stardom. I don't want to be a big star or anything like that. I'm quite happy handing the lead actor his change, and then I bugger off, and I get paid for it. So
I've got to say, by the way, the reason that Tracey is above me and not beside me is because of Reddit. If anyone watching on Reddit will know that Reddit actually is in landscape format, not portrait format. If it was in portrait format, I'm going to have Tracey beside me. But I'm just wondering, Micky, do you fancy trying to? I might be able to bring you into this conversation on Skype. Do you fancy giving it a go, Micky? And see if I can bring you in, because I've not seen what happened. So we'll see if we can bring you in. What do you think, Micky?
While you're waiting for him to reply, Andrew said, or Bovine Spongy Form said, I've done some extra work in the past. BBC Grumpy Guide to Work 2012. And that was, do you remember the Grumpy Guides that they showed on BBC Two? It was like comedy and they had these little sketches. So he was in that. He did some extras work as well. Sometimes alongside me, sometimes when there's work, the extra will be asked, have you got anybody you can bring with you? So we often we came as a pair.
As a responsible adult?
Yeah. Chaperone. But it was good because it meant that we both got paid for the same job. And I tell you what, you think it's glamorous with film and TV, and it's not. Most of it is waiting. If you're there for 12 hours, 11 of those will be waiting, and then at the very last hour, it will be right. Come on, and you go rushing onto set, and you go blah blah blah, and you go again, and it's like, whoa, what happened? So, if you're patient and you're prepared to sit around and wait while everybody else sort of comes and goes, then bye, Steve.
I'm blowing my nose. All right.
Yeah. So if you've got patience and you're able to sit around and wait, take a good book and stuff like that, then you know, perhaps you can do extras work and things like this. And don't think that extras work is going to get you famous. Like, because a lot of times when you're there, what you'll get is the newbies into the industry, and it's like, oh, I want to get to the front, I want to get noticed by the producer or director, and they're not going to notice. I can hear flushing.
Yeah, yeah. Carry on. We can hear you. Carry on. I'm calling Mickey. There he is. Right. Okay. Hopefully he should appear. We should get him on all screens, I think. Let me just double check.
Let me just finish what I was saying. Otherwise, it will hang in the air and people will not know. Yeah. So basically, the attitude you should be going along with is that you are there to help that production. If you're there to try to push yourself to the front and get noticed as an actor, it's not gonna. It's not gonna. Okay, the credit or the will help. But getting yourself to the front, no producer or director ever looked in the crowd of 200 people and went, oh, that person there, that person's going to be a star. So there you go. That's mine.
I'm in my own lunchtime.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, we've got it. Yeah, we've got it. It switches between the active speakers. So everybody let you know, Mickey's here as well.
Hello, people.
Hey, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're so fun. You blow my mind, eh, Mickey?
What?
Tracey, have you ever met Mickey?
No.
All right, okay. Tracy, question for you. How much does an extra get paid?
Extra? It depends on how long you do, but a day's work can be around about £120. That is literally that's a bit more money. But then if you have a line to say, that can double it. So you're still like a supporting artist, but you become more of a supporting actor then. And one line's easy enough to learn. So it's when you start getting bits like that, or advert. I mean, if you get into an advert and all you've got to do is look at the camera and say, Ginster's pasty, you could get like £6,000 for that, £10,000 for that, because it's a buyout for like 6 months or something. So there's money in it, but it's, you know, you've got to come at it from the, you know, the right frame of mind, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, just let me, Andrew, Bovine Spongy Form on Twitch says, can't you get Mickey and Tracey side by side? Well, first of all, this isn't a swingers broadcast, all right? We've done dogging last week with Missy tossing bags. It's not for swinging, all right?
He's trying to get a spooning.
However, I can by using something called Video Ninja, which will put all three of us on a 16:9 screen. But like I said, I'm actually broadcasting on Reddit at the same time, and Reddit is a 9:16 portrait format, whereas YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook are landscape formats. Which is why if you watch this on Reddit, I don't know if you're watching it on Reddit, Andrew, but if you're watching on Reddit, you'll understand why I can only do it this way. Otherwise, it gets really complicated.
I think he's on Twitch. It says so in the bloody.
Yes, I know he's on Twitch, but it's because I'm also broadcasting on Reddit. So unless you actually, Tracey, you can see what I mean, don't you?
I know exactly what you mean. I'm just running to the fridge.
I thought you were working for us then.
You've seen it on Reddit, Mickey. You understand what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I haven't got the link for tonight, so I can't.
I'll send it over to you. Hang on. I'll send it over to you. Hang on. Oh God. I'll send it over. Messenger.
I'm creeping.
Just coming in now.
Can you see me then, Mickey, when you're on the screen?
Yeah, I can see all three of us, yeah.
Why can't I? Oh, is it because I'm... You're looking on Skype. I've worked it out now.
I'm on Skype and I don't know what you're on.
No, I a little box in the corner which is just showing whoever's talking at the time.
Hang on. Grey D12. Hello, we're fine. Say hello to Grey D12.
Hello, Grey D12. I'm cool. How are you?
There are ways of me doing it. Andrew. I can do it on Zoom, but when COVID was popular, Zoom would allow personal to be you could have unlimited time on Zoom, but now they've gone back to their 40 minutes maximum.
Grey D12 says I'm all right. You up for some deep questions? Go for it.
I've heard it. You like it deep, Tracy.
That's questionable. Oh,
did Mickey just say that's uncomfortable?
No, I said that's questionable. Boom, boom. Deep. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, I thought it actually sounded to me like you said that's uncomfortable, and I wonder how deep you were taking it right this minute. What do you think about your lives? Grey D12 says.
Well, I'm
Mickey.
Tired. Lazy at the moment. Lazy. I need to find something to do. Oh, you're on the white wine.
I am, and I'm a heathen because I don't drink it out of a wine glass.
A pint pot.
The reason I don't drink it out of a wine glass is because I'm so clumsy. Is that one mouthful and it'll go flying. You can ask my daughters that. They're probably, I don't know if they're still watching, but Steve answered it. What do you think about your life?
Well, I'm waiting for you to. You answer him first. I'll tell you about my life in a minute. You answer him, Tracy. What do you think about your life?
My life. Yeah, well, he did say it was going to be, she did say it was going to be a deep question. What do I think? I'd like to not be so bloody tired, so I can get more stuff done. And I've always been like that. It's not an age thing. It's always been I'll do that after a nap. But generally, I think my life's great, and I wouldn't like it to end particularly. I'd like it to go on for a bit longer. I mean, obviously, we're on this earth for however long. I'd like an extra 50 years on top of that, so that I can go mad a little bit more slower.
Bed.
Did you say you want to go to bed?
I said, Gordon Bennett, another 50 years of this hell.
Another 50 years where you could just go slowly demented and be looked after, and you just don't know about it.
Yeah, Steve went that way a long time ago.
Just to let you know that if I ever do become affiliated on Twitch and I move the Twitch streaming to Wednesday night, I'll use something called Video Ninja, which will have all of us, three of us, on a screen in a split screen, so we don't have to keep swapping like we do. To answer your question, what do I think about my life? All right, it's going to get very deep. All right.
Okay.
On December the 24th, 2013, something life-changing happened to me. On December the 24th, that's Christmas Eve. I was in a doctor's office, and the doctor said to me, "You've got cancer. Not only have you got cancer, but you've got an incurable cancer." Which was the biggest shock that I've ever had in my entire life. And we are now in 2012, so when he told me that I had an incurable cancer and when he told me what my future was going to be, I honestly didn't expect to get any more than 5 years. And I'm now in my 10th year of living with cancer. So I take every day as an absolute bonus, and I think my life is fantastic. The fact that each day when I wake up in the morning, it means that cancer hasn't got me. And I really appreciate that. And so I love my life every single day. So does that answer your question, Brady, from all three of us, or do you want to ask any of us anything else?
Sorry, can I just say personally, I think that was a really deep answer for a deep question. And it's really good. Personally, anyway, I mean, I don't know what Grey D thought of it.
Well, as you know, Tracy, you've known me, and Mickey have known me through all this time. You know me. You know that. Go for it, Grey D, please. You're nobody on Reddit is. I'm pointing over there, but you can't see it. But Reddit is on the monitor. Nobody on Reddit is chatting, even though there's certainly people watching. Nobody on YouTube is chatting. So please, Grade E12, go for it. Ask away. We'll try and answer your question. I'm not gay. Before we go, if you ask that question, I'm not gay. So I can't speak for the others, but I'm not gay.
Well, apparently I am.
Oh God, yeah, Paul O'Grady.
Like
Here you go, Tracy. Here you go, Tracy.
Sucking on fags, apparently.
Oh, what do you think about yourselves? Grady says, what do you think about yourselves? Not your life per se, but yourself. God, I mean that is
very deep. That is, isn't it?
I've got things that I'd like to change. No, not that I'd like to change about me. Things that I'm
going to have a piss. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Things about me that irritate me. I've got a wonky nose. That could be changed, but I can't be asked. I've got no volume control, so basically when I speak, it's either on or off. I like my sense of humour and my personality. I think I'm sort of very. Sorry.
Very bubbly.
Yeah. But I've always been like that, and I think I've got a good sense of humour, and it's a dirty sense of humour. My sense of humour is like Carry On films, so it's all nudge nudge, wink wink. So, there's a few things that I'd like to tweak, and I'd like it if I could go to bed a bit earlier at night for sleep, because I'm really, really, really good at staying up till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and then wondering why I'm so knackered the next day. So I'd love it if my brain just went, oh, it's 11 o'clock, time for bed. But it doesn't. My brain goes, it's 11 o'clock, what can I do next?
Yeah, I'm a bit like that. About 2 o'clock, between 2 and 3, I go to bed. So. But I think that's just a hangover from when, as you know, I've just finished work and working nights. I'm still trying to adjust the sleep pattern. I'm going to bed at 2 or 3 in the morning and getting up at sort of 7 o'clock. And like you say, you just absolutely. I planned so many things to do throughout the day, but because I'm so bloody tired,
yep,
I do about half of them.
Yep.
You know, it's but.
So what else do you think about yourself, Micky?
I reckon I'm a miserable old bastard, to be fair. Miserable old bastard with a sense of humour.
I love that contradiction. That it's really good.
Yeah, but that is me.
Yeah.
It is. If you knew me, you'd know it. I am a grumpy old bastard. My missus will tell you. Dear. But on another note, she took her hearing aid in to be repaired the other week. She still hasn't heard anything.
Oh God! He's cracking out the dad jokes, Steve.
Exactly, dad jokes. My kids hate it. But
look what I've managed to do.
Whoa!
2 side by side.
Look what I've managed to do. Hey, look what I've managed to do. Clever me.
Oh, hang on.
That one. Oh, he's touching my bum.
Clever me, eh?
Oh dear, you started off the post-COVID cough now. Right, now it's your turn, Steve. What do you think about yourself?
Yeah, hang on. I'm just making sure that this goes out. I'm trying to do it so I can get as much of you on Reddit as possible. But like I say, I'm limited to the 9:16 screen format. But I think that's about right. I don't know if anybody on Reddit can confirm. Can you see both Micky and Tracey now on Reddit?
I'm looking at Reddit. I can see us both side by side. Yeah.
That's fine.
Great. Okay, so we've mentioned all that. Right. Okay.
I'm a bit concerned because I'm bigger than Tracey in this one. On Twitch.
You've got to be people. One of you's got your browser open, so there's an echo now. One of you's got the browser. Can you actually check your browsers to make sure your audios are all off? I don't think it's me, so Hopefully we can hear
Mine's
everybody.
mine's off on Facebook and it's off on Reddit, and they're the only two that I'm on. So
all right, okay, it might be me. I don't know.
Can you still hear an echo, Andy?
Andy, can you still hear an echo? I've got to sort this out. Fuck
I
me.
can't hear an echo. I've just checked and I've got everything muted. I'm just going to check. Yeah, I've got everything muted.
Yeah, I've got everything muted, so I'm not. I think it might be a Skype echo. So when Mickey talks, you can hear an echo. So when Mickey talks,
wait one. That should be better.
Oh. And Tracey.
Right, how's that? Let me just see if we can sort this technical problem out. How's that, Andy? Has that changed the echo?
Turned up on my mic. I've turned it back down. Obviously, when I pull my mic out of Twitch, I tweak the button because I've got an echo on there.
Testing.
He said talk. I don't know.
Have you got open? Oh, sorry. It's great. Don't worry, Andy. Grady's got echoes too.
I don't know. It's just getting. Is the echo much? Grady, is the echo? Yes, there is. You're right, Andy. Grady, is the echo an insurmountable problem?
Andy, close Reddit.
Sorry, Tracy?
No, I'm telling Andy to close Reddit because it may be that he's opened Reddit. It repeats one.
Somebody's repeating. I'm all right. Right. I'm going to answer Grady's question. Did you answer Grady's question, Mickey?
We did.
You did, right. I'm going to answer this question. What do I think of myself? I discovered many years ago, Grady, that I discovered many years ago that people have a self-image that is different from what their reality is. And I watched a television program, I believe it was called Panorama in this country, where they did an experiment, where they took 10 people and they put them in front of one of these house of mirrors. You know these funfair house of mirrors, right? Or they put them in front of an adjustable mirror, and they got the people to adjust the mirror until the mirror reflected what the person thought they looked like. And it turns out that out of all those 10 people, they had a completely different self-image to what they thought they were. People would make themselves slimmer than what they actually were in these mirrors. They would make themselves taller than what they actually were in these mirrors. So they have different self-images to how we see ourselves. And watching that program, I made this personal discovery about myself. That I am what I am. I've got what I've got. I cannot change anything about that. I am what I am. I've got what I've got. It is as simple as that. I hope that answers your question. I'm just muting the audio on my NDI source. Hopefully that might have changed the echo, or cut them both out. Just let me know when they try and talk, please, Grady. But I hope that answers your question. That I decided I am what I am. I've got what I've got, and the best thing I can do is make the most of it. And I quite often take the piss out of myself. I'm only 5'6". I'm 5'6" or 5'6.5". I don't know because I work in metric. I'm 168 centimeters, so I'm not the tallest person in the world. But I'm always taking the piss out of myself for that, and I know that I'm not good looking and things like that. I mean, when someone like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Jean-Claude Van Damme comes on the TV, and the missus looks at yeah, Andy, I saw that. The missus looks at it, and I sort of look at her and I say, well, I can understand, seeing Jean-Claude Van Damme, I can understand why you fancy me so much. We're obviously very similar. And she just laughs and tells me to fuck off. But yeah, no, Andy, I am actually 5'6.5" in a wheelchair. In a wheelchair, I'm actually about 4'6". So yeah, I hope that answers your question, Grady.
Mind as to what they are and things. That's something that I've always struggled with is body dysmorphia, and mine is actually kind of like the opposite. Well, I'm not sure whether it's the opposite, but I'd always thought that I was really, really, really big. Really big. And then I got really, really, really big. And it was weird because I was finally at the size that my brain was telling me that I was. And I was quite happy about it. You know, instead of going, oh my God, I'm over 20 stone or whatever, I was actually happier within myself that I was the size that my brain was. Now, I know that that's not, an ideal thing to be, and Slimming World will hopefully take me back down. But honestly, in my mind, and when I look at myself here, it's genuinely not what I see in the mirror. No, in the mirror it's the same. It's when people take photos of me. If I'm looking on cam, if I'm looking in the mirror, or if I'm looking at myself, I'm genuinely half the size than what photos tell me that I am. And it's just a weird thing, but it's not something that particularly bothers me now, because I worked out all of a sudden when I got to that size, I was like, oh my God, I have body dysmorphia. That's what it is. So I'm relating to what you were just saying about how people have this different image in their head as to what they are. And I think I would probably be, I would probably be the opposite, because you said that everyone was putting themselves slimmer and taller, whereas I would probably have been putting myself as bigger, because I always had this image in my head that I was bigger, even though when I look at myself, I don't think that I'm that big. Something like, it's very confusing.
I've got to tell you something. Tracey, right? This is very important. Okay. I think I've sorted the echo out, by the way. Mickey, can you just give us a quick count of 10 just to check?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Is that nobody's echoing now? Bovine or Grady? Right. Pardon me. Excuse me, burping and jump here. One thing I've always prided myself on is that I don't look at people on the outside. On the outside, right, it's just a wrapper.
Exactly.
The important thing about a person is what's internal.
Yeah.
All right. You might be considered what some people might call grossly overweight. You might be considered grossly short. You might be considered grossly ugly by other people. I don't see that in people. I see the person inside. And Mickey, being in the army, can relate to this. All right. When you die, you bleed red. All right. I couldn't tell you from a skeleton whether a person was black or white, fat or thin. All right. Although apparently a pathologist can. But what I'm saying is, when I see people, right, I see the person inside. I don't see the outside. I see the inner person. And that to me is there's some beautiful people. There's some beautiful, beautiful people out there. But traditionally, society would say that they're too fat, too short, too skinny, too tall, too short, too ugly. But they're not. And I found that what people consider to be one or the other extreme of the scale, inside they're really beautiful people. And I pride myself on seeing the internal person, not the wrapper on the outside.
Very profound, Steve, but
yeah,
totally true. Totally true.
And that's how I've always been. That's how I've always been. You look inside somebody, you see the internal person. So I'm just wondering what normally Reddit are firing questions at us left, right, and centre. This Reddit is still the most popular.
Seriously, they've gone, oh God, no, scary big lady, no. Scary big lady with big tits, need to run away.
Well, I think it's me, because it seems to have dropped off since I've been here.
No, there were 400 people on Reddit, Mickey, earlier. Then
Tracy got to 15. So.
Then Tracy got her tits out, and it automatically died. It died.
I'd have thought it had multiplied by a factor of 10.
Well, what you need to do, right? What you need to do is, if she was sitting in a paddling pool right now, licking her microphone, I guarantee we'd have thousands on Twitch.
I hope you've got shorts on today, Stephen.
No, I'm naked from the waist down. I always am.
Anyway, quick question: Is my image any better than what it was? I've set up that new camera, so I'm.
No, you're still an ugly fucker.
Well, I've always been an ugly fucker, and I always will be. But I think the
hang on. Let me have a look on Skype.
picture quality, I think.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is much better. You don't look anywhere near as red.
Yeah.
You don't look anywhere near as red, Mickey. So yeah, that is much better. That is a much better camera than your previous one. Yes, that is much better. I do like that one.
Ray D12 says on Twitch, the internal processes of a being is interesting to me. The thoughts, emotions, decision making, etc., and not just those of humans.
I'm still working on that. I'm not quite sure where you're going with that, Grady. I'm not quite sure. Are you saying that I'm not just those of humans? Are you humanizing animals by any chance? Just out of curiosity, are you saying that humans and animals have the same internal thought processes? Because the only reason I asked that is and again, it's another documentary I saw. I used to watch a lot of documentaries when I was earlier. There's a lot of documentaries. I'm sure it was David Attenborough. So David Attenborough postulated that humans are separate from animals because humans can do something that animals can't. Humans can see outside of themselves. What I mean by that is we can imagine ourselves in a situation, but animals can't. They can't see in the third party. All of us can. You know what I'm talking about, Tracey. You know what I'm talking about, Mickey. You can shut your eyes and you can actually picture your own self in a situation, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. But animals can't. So that's what I'm wondering, Grady.
So you mean kind of animals? They like, whereas we could imagine a hypothetical scenario. So we might be anticipating something that's going to be happening. You might work through your head as to what you might say, do, which route you're going to take, or whatever. Whereas animals don't have that process. They just go on whatever instinct and little process that they have. I think that's what I'm getting from that.
Yeah, which in the cat's cases, I'm going to be a vicious little killer.
I love cats. I love.
Yeah, but they are the gangsters of the animal world. They live violent lives and generally die violent deaths.
In my dog's case, it's where's my next meal coming from? It is, yeah.
Literally 2 minutes after you fed them, usually.
Exactly. Yeah. Every time you go in the kitchen, there she is, sat there with her little paw up. Trying to get me into giving her a treat.
I often wonder, and it must be pure speculation, I often wonder how people can actually humanise animals' thought processes. I mean, this programme said that animals can't think outside of themselves. But how do we know that? All right, it must be just pure speculation. Like you just said, Mickey, animals work on two basic instincts: to feed themselves and procreate.
Yeah.
But do we know that for definite? We don't know that. We can only speculise on that. DJ Palsy, I love cats. I've had cats up until just recently. I had cats all my adult life. We lost our last cat.
I hate the bloody things. Sorry.
We lost our last cat. I've had cats and dogs, Mickey. We lost our last cat 3 years ago, and me and the missus, we decided that because I've had cats and she's had animals all her adult life, including cats, we decided that as we were getting a bit older, it would be time for us to have a little break and just be a little pet free. Because pets really are a bit of a grind and a bit of a tie sometimes.
I totally agree. I absolutely adored both my cats. I was going to say children then. that tells a bit Freudian slip there. I adored both the cats that I had. One of them was slightly more adorable, but obviously I loved them both. And my Bobby I lost in 2018. Yeah, 2018. And oh god, it destroyed me because he was a black cat and he was like my little shadow and he was absolutely gorgeous. And then I had Mogsy, who was a tabby and white, and I lost her in 2020, so 2 years later. So obviously horrible, But then all of a sudden, I could go on holiday. I could go on holiday. I could go out for the night. I could, it was like, oh my God, it was like when my children left home, all of a sudden I could do things. And so.
Can I just interrupt? Sorry, I thought you wanted to go out on full moons. Carry on.
I'm only allowed out on full moon.
All right.
But yeah, it was just so weird. I mean, there'd been lots of life stuff that had gone on, but the cats had always been a constant. And then like all the life stuff stopped, and then I lost the cats, over the time. And then all of a sudden it was like the first holiday that I had since my honeymoon I had last year. So my first holiday in, what was that, 13 years, I had last year. Unbelievable. And it was only like a few days in a caravan in Rye. And it was amazing because I didn't have to worry about cat sitters. I didn't have to worry about the other thing, cat litter everywhere. They're so mucky because I'm living in a flat. They there's no access to a garden. They were absolutely happy with it, but the minute that you change the cat litter, they're spreading it everywhere. So I don't miss that. So while I miss the cats, absolutely, I totally agree that it's kind of like having this break of between, because people say to me, you'd love to get another cat. Yeah, I would, but I'm having a break because I still miss the other cats, and I'm having holidays. I'm having a life. It was Andrew. Sorry. Andrew just said lost both the cats on the same day 2 years apart. It was a terrible coincidence. Same date, 2 days, 2 years apart. Weird.
Yeah, I don't think I'll have another one after my dog goes. I think that'll be it. Although we're lucky. I mean, talking about holidays, as Steve knows, we went to Spain last month. But I'm lucky in the fact that my daughter will have the dog while we're away. So. I mean, at the moment, we've got my granddaughter's hamster upstairs because they're away for so it's like a pet exchange, really, in our family.
Yeah.
I did tell my granddaughter, and she did tell me off that Millie was going to get a hammy sandwich, but that didn't go down so well.
I just realised what you meant. I was thinking hammy. Oh yeah, hamster. Oh. Catch.
Yeah, but
Mick, sorry, just another guy from Mars says, who's the guy on top? Just to clarify, this isn't gay sex. All right. The guy on top is Micky. Normally Micky is a guest on my stream on a Friday.
Fridays, I normally. Yeah.
The way it's looking is I'm having Micky on my stream on Friday and Tracey on my stream on Monday. However, I'm going away this weekend, so there's not going to be a stream on Friday night. So as an experiment, I thought I'd bring Tracey and Micky on together at the same time, and that's actually worked. Funny enough, the three of us have known each other for the best part of 20 years, but it's a bit convoluted. I've met Tracey several times. I've never met Micky, and Micky's never met Tracey, but I'm planning to put some of that right during this year, and I'm planning to go and get absolutely wankered with Micky one night down the pub. Well, we'll see. We'll see what's happening about that. We're supposed to have done it. There we go. Right. If that answers your question.
Sorry, Steve, you saying that. Do you remember we were supposed to, and then I think there was something happened. I think it was 2017. You might have had to start chemo or something like that. You, Sean and Andrew, we were going to meet in or near Sidcup or something. And then literally like a week before or something, you said, I have to put a stop to it. I've got to go on chemo or something like that. And that was that.
Yeah. Just to explain, unfortunately, I have an incurable cancer. I have follicular lymphoma, which is an incurable cancer, and I've lived with it since 2013. And coming back to a question that Grady asked earlier on in the chat, I take every day as it comes as a bonus. Every day that I wake up, I smile and think cancer hasn't got me yet, which is what that's about. And yes, Tracey, in 2017, I did start chemotherapy. That was my first one. I was on holiday in Mallorca, if I remember correctly. That was the time that Sean got. That's the time I got banned on Facebook for showing Sean's tits.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a day's ban for showing Sean's tits, and I thought, well,
wasn't that when you were in the brief?
I actually thought they were quite nice tits. You know, no need to ban me for it. It wasn't like horrible.
It wasn't even as though that she was particularly kind of like, you know, she was just standing there. I remember she was standing there with a kind of like, look on her face.
Yeah. And during that holiday, we were there for 7 days, but after 4 days, Grey D, I'll get the others to answer your question in a second. But after 4 days, I started to get really ill. When I came back, we had chemo. I had to start chemotherapy as a case of urgency, and that was my first lot of chemotherapy. Just to let you know, I'm actually right now on my 3rd lot of chemotherapy. So
I'm sorry, when you were first starting saying about how like you've got this incurable cancer and that, I was laughing, but I wasn't laughing at you.
It's all right. It's all right.
I caught just another guy from Mars saying Mickey sounds like he would be such a nuisance. I love him.
That's what I was going to just ask. What makes him think that I'm a nuisance?
But it was literally as Steve was saying about, you know, I've got cancer, incurable cancer, chemo and that. And I'm reading this and I'm cracking up here. It must have looked to people like, incurable cancer, that's hilarious.
So let's hang on a second. Let's Grey D 12, who's asking the difficult questions tonight. So as soon as I'm chairman, Mickey, you go and answer his question. Just to let you know, just to refresh, Grey D 12 on Twitch says, "What do you folks think of the paranormal? Any paranormal experiences?" Go, Mickey.
No paranormal experiences. No, and to be fair, keep it short. I'm not really a believer in it either. You know. It's something I would have to experience to make me a believer. I'm not saying I'm 100% a disbeliever, but until I've actually experienced myself, I don't. Well, I don't really have a comment from it.
I will ask Tracey next, but she appears to have paranormal.
I ran away to the fridge.
Okay, I thought you were going to twerk again.
I didn't go to the toilet yet at all. I've got my nappy on tonight.
I thought you were going to twerk.
We thought get the twerk then.
Look, there's not been enough donations.
Mickey, put your arm down. You look like you're fisting her.
Oh no, it's that side.
Yeah. Right. Okay, go on, Tracey. Ask the answer the question. Do you want me to refresh you on what the question was?
No. The paranormal. I've had experiences, and now I'm going to start this with. I don't believe in ghosts.
No.
I say, but I do believe that people live within a building and leave their energy in it. like sort of as though the walls get imprints of it, or
I'm going to get another beer. Carry on.
or the ground or whatever. It's kind of like their essence. I don't mean a soul. I don't mean a ghost. I just mean that it's like something has been recorded, like you would on a VHS or cassette or DVD or whatever, and then that replays. It's not a soul that's lost. It just gets replayed.
Like their essence has oozed into the brickwork, basically.
Yeah, sort of. This is what I'm saying, because otherwise you could
back out again.
Yeah. Otherwise, you would see ghost cows, for example. Why don't you see ghost cows wandering the field? Maybe you do. Maybe you do, and we just don't know.
Well, apparently, down the road, they've got a black dog that runs around. So.
Well, yeah, exactly. So anyway, here in my flat, it doesn't happen now, and I bet it bloody does tonight, but it doesn't happen so much now. But for the first 20 years of me living here, there used to be a figure that stood near my front door. So I'm looking there because my front door's sort of there, like in the hallway there. And there used to be a figure. Now, it wasn't just me that would see this. Other people, without me even saying anything, there we go. Steve's got his Ku Klux Klan outfit on. So there'd be this figure that stood there, and it was wearing a hat and it was wearing a cape, and I didn't even have to tell people this, and my daughters used to call him Shadow Man, because this is literally what he looked like. And I would have visitors here going, "Oh God, I just thought I could see a man in a cape and everything like this." And I reckon, again, it's not necessarily that person has died. I'm saying that there was a guy who lived here in my flat, and his essence, his recording has got into the brickwork. That sounds mad, and just replaying that bit of him standing near the front door. So there we go.
I don't believe in it at all. But I thought I'd done a white sheet. I know. I don't believe in ghosts or spirits at all.
You look like I
do, don't I?
The only spirits you believe come out of the bottle, don't they?
That's right. Yeah, the only spirits I believe come out of a whiskey bottle. I don't. Mickey, I can see you smoking. You know about that. You've been told about that. So you'll have to let me know in future. We've got a question on Reddit, which I'll let you two answer in a second. But I'll just come back. I'll finish answering about the ghosts. Right. I personally don't believe in paranormal, and I've never had a paranormal experience. So that's my own opinion on it. Tracy,
yes.
Klein 6643 on Reddit says, "How did you like the 40-degree record-breaking weather we had?"
I absolutely hated it. It was just, I thought the first day, because there was the 2 very, very hot days, and I thought the first day, well, it's hot, but it's okay. I can cope with this, and it obviously full sense of security, because the next day it was like 38 degrees by about 11 o'clock in the morning, and it was the longest day in my life because I couldn't do anything. I couldn't sit anywhere. I couldn't lay anywhere, sticking to everything, fans going. So, did I like it? No.
I think I had more problem with the temperatures at night than I did in the day, to be fair. Because I'd be honest, I didn't leave the house that day. I sat in here with my fans on, doors open, what have you. But the night time was so hot and sticky that, well, Steve knows because he suffers with the night sweats anyway. But
I don't wish to discuss you being hot and sticky, Mickey.
Hey.
Or dripping with sweat.
I don't wish to discuss you being hot and sticky.
I can put a smile to Tracy's face.
I'm going to dream about that tonight. Thank you so much, Micky.
Okay. Right. Hang on. Right. The next question, which comes from Reddit, is, what's the origin of the phrase "I can't be asked"? I will tell you now, right? That at the very first recorded instance, I've got Google here, by the way. Can't be asked dates from at the very least 1968, where it appeared in Hunty Davis' authorised biography of the Beatles in a Paul McCartney quote. "If they can't be asked waiting for me, I can't be asked going after them, so I sat down and watched Telly." Andrew Conscious, yes, I can see your messages. You just have to wait patiently. I'm just dealing with a question on Reddit at the moment, so I can see your messages, so just bear with us. So that's the earliest origin of it. Other than that, I can't tell you anything else. What the origins of that is. Tracy?
I think it's going to be something like, when people say, "Got to get my arse in gear." It could be, "I've got to get my ass in gear," like as in ass, as in donkey, that kind of stuff. But I think, when people say you've got to get your ass in gear, get your backside moving, if you can't be asked, that means you can't be bothered to move your ass. So, but good question.
It is a good question. Right, hang on. Let's rather than everybody firing questions at us all at once. Hang on, Mickey. Let's just sort you out. You just appear to have gone quite large there for a minute. That's not a euphemism. That's not a euphemism, right?
From the waist up.
Just let you know. Right. let's just try and spread the love of it. So we've just answered a couple of questions on Reddit. We've got a question on Twitch now, from Andrew Conscious. Yes, I can see your messages. Right, just another guy from Mars says, what are your favourite things to watch on telly? Well, I'll answer that. At the moment, I'm watching The Boys on Amazon, which I don't know if you've seen that, about superheroes. On Now TV, I'm watching The Rookie, which I'm quite enjoying, and The Time Traveller's Wife, and also something called Lazarus 3. On Paramount, I know I subscribe to all these channels. On Paramount, I've just finished watching season 4 of Discovery, and I'm up to episode 7 of Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. That's me. Mickey, your turn.
I don't watch TV.
Okay, well that's killed that conversation stone dead, hasn't it?
I don't watch TV because Donna sits there from the time she comes in from work till about 9 or 10 o'clock watching fucking soaps, and I can't stand the bloody things.
All right, okay, then you, Tracy.
But I must say that when I go to bed, I do put Discovery on whatever's on. I put the Discovery channel on a timer to send me off to sleep. So that's the only TV I watch is Discovery when I go to bed.
Right, Tracy.
I was going to say I don't watch too much telly either, but I do have some bits and pieces that I watch. I have Dave's channel with all the comedies and panel shows as I'm going to sleep. But actively watching something on TV, at the moment, it's Two Doors Down, and it's BBC Two, and it's a Scottish comedy. It's got Annabella Weir and I can't remember her name, but the lady who was in Ramsay Nesbitt. I can't remember her name, but it's quite funny, and sort of situation. It's good to watch. I do like a classic EastEnders because they're back in like 2000 at the moment, and Phil's still Phil, and he hasn't been shot yet or anything. So, but I watched that on UK TV Play, so that's like a catch up rather than actually actively watch it. Well, it's on TV, but I don't watch it when it's on TV. So, I don't watch a lot of TV, and I can't think of anything that there's not particularly anything on at the moment that I'm enjoying apart from the ladies' football. So there.
Right. Okay. We'll take some questions from Reddit now. Mickey, Live Interaction 587 wants to know, Bodie and Doyle or Reagan and Carter?
For me, Reagan and Carter anytime, mate. Anytime.
Tracy, Bodie and Doyle or Reagan and Carter?
Don't bother, I'm a girl. I like watching some of them because they were filmed, especially Bodie and Doyle were filmed sort of near the Thames, sort of back in the 70s when everything was still sort of industrial and things like this. But I don't actively watch it. I mean, seriously. No. Okay.
In my case, it's definitely Reagan and Carter because they were realistic. That is how the police. That is how we were in the 70s and 80s. We were misogynist, racist, sexist. Everything about the 1970s and 1980s is exemplified by Reagan and Carter. For those that don't know, he's talking about a British television programme called The Sweeney. Sweeney Todd is running slang for Flying Squad. Absolutely fantastic, The Sweeney. I loved it. So for me, it's definitely Reagan and Carter. I see that Andrew on Twitch, Bovine Spongiform, says Bodie and Doyle. He thinks those, but for me, putting up the professionals, which is Bodie and Doyle, against the Sweeney wins every time because the Sweeney was gritty and realistic. Klein 643 on Reddit asks, "Did you guys vote for Brexit?" Yes, I voted for Brexit. Mickey?
I did, yes.
Tracy?
Yeah.
There you go, Klein. You actually gave us a yes or a no. You actually gave a very closed question, but that was
to clarify that in a bit.
If you want to, yeah.
In the fact that when we joined what was then the common market, I had no problem with that. But over the years, it's got more and more like a federal state of Europe, with us being dictated to from the continent. And that is the reason why I voted to leave it. If they stayed on the common market, which was everybody, as you know, trading together, free trade agreement, then I was quite happy to stay like that. But once you start to get this, well, I call it the federal states of Europe, where we were dictated to what you would and what you wouldn't do, what laws you would obey. Sorry, no. That's why I voted to leave.
Well, I've got to tell you, Mickey, that's exactly the reason I voted to leave. A lot of people voted on immigration. I didn't. I could see us becoming part of the United States of Europe.
Yes.
I can still see the EU becoming the United States of Europe. Just a quick question, Mickey, just requires a yes or no. Were you old enough to vote in the first election where we joined the common market?
No, I wasn't. That was no, I can't remember what year that was, but
1974.
74, no, I wasn't.
Right,
well,
okay.
Actually, I was just 18 in 74.
So you could have voted, you just missed it.
Yeah.
I was 2, so.
I was 14. I was too busy trying to get laid in 1974.
And he's still trying now?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I've given up with that. Honestly, I've given up with that.
He has so much success, he doesn't need to do it anymore.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've got 4 kids. Who needs more? Yeah. DJ Palsy was leave now. I would have thought, Klein, a better question would be, if you voted leave then, has anything happened to change your mind to make you regret voting leave? In my case, the answer is no. In fact, the way the Europeans have acted, especially now, have you seen the way France is acting at the moment over the border with Dover? They are being right pains in the arse at the moment, causing all these delays in Dover because they won't man the passport booths. They're saying, well, it's all Brexit's fault. In fact, the way that the European Union has carried on since we left has done nothing but reinforce my reasons for leaving. Voting leave were absolutely correct. Tracey, your thoughts on that?
It's not so much regretting voting leave. I probably would still vote leave again. What pisses me off is that it was sold to us as in it would be, you know, like you had the leavers and, well, it wasn't leavers and remainers then, maybe it was, but anyway, you had the ones that were for it and the ones that weren't in the political parties. And it was sold to me anyway, that basically if Brexit happened, then it would be cross-party people coming together to have these talks to then negotiate the stuff to get out of the European Union. And what's actually happened is that it was just the Tories took over, and that's not what I voted for. I wanted people from the Green Party, the Lib Dems, Labour, Independents, and anybody who wanted leave, all get together in this kind of leave Brexit party type thing and sit around a table and go, right, what do we want from Brexit? Let's hammer it out. And so all the sort of fuck ups and the red tape and everything like this, and then of course all the credit is like Conservatives going, oh yes, well we've done this and done that, and that's what I'm pissed off about. But I would still probably, no, I say probably, I would probably likely still vote leave. But again, as long as I got that thing of them sitting around the table, because I mean, at the time, I was seeing all the people like the fishermen in Hastings and things like this. I watched videos, of them saying about how the EU had decimated their industry. And honestly, I mean, like, you know, Steve, I love Dungeness, and I remember the first time I went there, they had like a proper fishing fleet going all the way along, you know, towards the point. You go there now and there's like 2 boats.
Mickey, your thoughts? I've got a whole queue of questions coming, by the way, but your thoughts on what we just said, Mickey.
I'd still vote.
Would you change? Basically, the premise is you voted leave. Has anything happened that have made you change your mind on that vote since? Hi, Happy Smile Seeker. Has anything made you change your mind on that vote since?
In a word, no. The only concern I got, which is fuck you was just brought up, is the Northern Ireland situation.
Yeah.
Which is it's whichever way you look at it, it's going to be a very, very difficult thing to sort out. I think the way Boris went about it was wrong.
Yeah.
But please don't ask me what I'd have done differently, because I couldn't answer you. I'm not in the position to know all the facts. So, but no, fundamentally no. I'd have still voted to leave.
Okay, so let me rephrase the question. If there was a referendum tomorrow saying stay or leave, how would you vote?
I'd still vote leave.
Leave.
Right. Okay. Both right. Leave. Palsy says the news outlets make it out as though people who voted to leave was wrong.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. It's like, I'm going to come back to a question in a minute about Scottish independence. They do make it out. It's I don't know what's happened, but in the last 10 years, it appears that whenever we've had a referendum, and the Scottish independence is one of them, it appears that the losing minority seem to be very, very vocal about it. Now, somebody up there earlier asked about the Scottish independence. Well, here's my thoughts on it, right? What the mistake the Scots made is they had the vote purely for Scotland. What they should have done is they should have let the whole United Kingdom vote on it. Because I absolutely promise you, right, if the whole United Kingdom voted on Scottish independence, they'd be an independent country by now, because we are so sick of it, we just want to fuck off. What do you think, Micky?
Exactly. You take the words out of my mouth, mate. If they want it, let them have it.
Tracy?
The thing is, what are they going to do for a currency?
I agree that the whole of the UK should be voting on it, because Scotland is not an independent country as it is. It's part of the UK, and everybody should have a say. So whichever way it went, and I was laughing at you saying we'd tell them to fuck off, but whichever way it went would be at least the remaining members of this country. Because now I know England, I know there's 4 countries, you know what I mean. So it's a bit different from the EU in the sense that we're all part of an amalgamation, and I think we should have had a say.
I'm Klein 643 has just said Scots wanted to be in the EU. With Brexit, SNP could break up the UK next time they get a referendum. I'm quite in favour of that. I wish Scotland would just fuck off, all right, and it would solve the problem completely, all right. I'm pretty sure that they won't make it on their own, all right. And I base this on history. I'm old enough to remember UDI. Micky knows what UDI is. I don't know if you know what Tracy is. UDI, Unilateral Declaration of Independence.
Oh, no.
Zimbabwe decided to leave the Commonwealth back in 1967, I think, and they declared independence. The country at that time was called Rhodesia, and it was a beautiful country, and it was a first world country, and it was actually doing quite well with an exceptional economy and a very good country. After they left the Commonwealth, they became Zimbabwe, and basically they went completely downhill. And I looked at that and I thought, at the time when UDI was declared, Ian Smith, I think, was the Prime Minister at the time. Yeah, when UDI was declared, I thought that's going to go terribly wrong for those people, and that's exactly what happened. If you look at Zimbabwe now, it is a shadow of the former self with Rhodesia. It is an example of what happens if a country is left to self-govern with no experience of self-governing. And I have to be honest and say that if Scotland leaves, I can see that situation occurring again. Micky, your thoughts?
Well, yeah, I'm totally in agreement. I mean, I think if they did leave, they'd regret it in the long term. Yes, they could try and get back in the EU, but they've got to fulfil the criteria for becoming a member, which they can't do at the moment. What are they going to do for the currency? I understand they still want to keep the British pound, or are they going to go into the euro? I don't know. These are things. I
think they'd have to take on the euro, though, wouldn't they? Because
I think they would, yes. But when they were talking about it last time, I'm sure they wanted to keep the British pound as a currency. Otherwise, they wouldn't have a currency until they join the euro. But I don't know. But if they want to give it a go, let them give it a go. We can always stand here with open arms and welcome them back in the future if they so want to come. So
yeah, I genuinely would if they won the independence vote, I genuinely would love to see them succeed and do really well, and for us to go, for us to go, our close neighbours are just doing so wonderfully, and that would be great. But I just hate it when you've got the media that does all the snarking and the no, look, we're doing so great, because that's what we get at the moment with the Remain and the Brexit and everything, like as in, leave us with all of this. It's just, shut up. I
don't think anybody, Klein said Scotland is not a colony of Britain. I don't think anybody has ever said that Scotland is a colony of Britain. It's not. It's a country within the United Kingdom. It's a country in its own right, but it is a member of the United Kingdom. They want to leave the United Kingdom.
I'm just going to completely change the subject now. I'm going to wind it down here because we all know that politics can get very heated.
I hate politics.
I'm going to wind it down here, right? Who's going to win tomorrow night? Mickey?
England, of course.
Tracey?
England!
I think England will go on and win a lot. I think they'll win a lot.
If anybody's wondering what we're talking about the football championships, the Women's Euro 2022 football championships. Oh my God. I'm actually loving the football. I'm loving the football. I'm absolutely loving the football. The women are playing a class of football that I didn't think was possible. And that's not misogynist, and I'm not being sexist. I'm just thinking that the football they're playing is absolutely incredible. It's such a smooth, flowing game. And it's without the fouls and without the dirty tactics that the men play. And I'm absolutely loving it. And these footballers, what I'm seeing is that a lot of them have exceptionally keen football brains. They are playing football. It's a beautiful game, football. And they are playing football the way it should be played. And I'm absolutely in love with the way that our England team are doing. Now, a lot of the pundits, before the Euro started, a lot of the pundits had Spain down as the favourites and England as the second favourites. And a lot of people said that should England meet Spain at any point during the contest, the winner of that match will probably go on to be the winners of the European Championships. Now, our girls are 2 matches away from being in the European Championships. They are playing Sweden tomorrow night. If they beat Sweden tomorrow night, they are in the finals. Can I just take a second? Playing 6-4-3, do I mean soccer? No, I don't mean soccer. I mean football. All right? We are talking about football. The reason I say football is because the Americans have taken the word football and they've bastardized it, all right? American football, you don't actually play with a ball. You play with an oval. And you don't actually play with your feet. You play with your hands. So American football should actually be called hand oval. We play football because we play it with our feet and we play it with a ball. All right? So let's just clarify that distinction, that American football should be called hand oval. So from now on this channel, whenever we refer to Americans, it's American hand oval. All right? Football is what we play. You play hand oval.
And the majority of the rest of the world play as well.
That's it. The rest of the world plays football. It's only the Americans that play hand oval.
The Americans have their World Series, which is only played in America.
And Japan.
Well, yeah, baseball, yeah.
Yeah. I know.
The World Series, it does make me chuckle.
Live interaction 587 would rather watch. If you apply in 6-4-3, if you want brevity, all right. American football is just hand jobs, right? Okay. He would rather watch paint dry than football. That's fine. If you want to watch paint dry, that's fine. While you're sitting there watching paint dry, all right, and I've never known anybody who actually sit there and watch paint dry. While you're watching paint dry, I will be enjoying football as a beautiful game. Somebody said that football is a beautiful game. And the way that our England ladies are playing at the moment, it is a beautiful game, and I absolutely love it. It's football as it should be played. What do you think, Tracy?
Yeah, I was just cheering. I was agreeing with you. I first watched any of the women's football. I think it was last year because it was the delayed World Cup from the year before, and I can't remember what it was. I think it was England were playing, and I thought, oh, let's just tune in and have a look at this. And, you know, being brought up on men's football, and I was absolutely hooked. I was just like, this is how football is supposed to be played. And I just was hooked from then on. We did really, really well in that. And as soon as I saw that the Euros were on, watching it, because it's just skills and no histrionics, no kind of like throwing themselves on the floor and rolling around for 5 minutes because, oh, my leg's broken. Oh, no, it's not. You know. So I've been really, really enjoying it, and I think when what we got the Men's World Cup later this year. It's in Qatar. I'll be watching that, but it will be interesting to see the difference because I haven't watched any men's football in between the Ladies World Cup last year and the Euros this year. So it's going to be quite a culture shock to be able to be watching it, you know, again and going, oh my God. So yes, loving it.
Okay, Mickey, I'm gonna go toilet. I'll be back in a second.
Mickey, what? Sorry.
Your opinion, Mickey.
About the ladies.
Well, to be honest, I haven't watched any of it. That doesn't mean to say. Well, I tell you, I saw some of the Ireland game when they got thrashed 4-0 or whatever, 4-1. But like you say, there's no histrionics in it. That's what I like. They go over, they get up, play on. They don't roll around and play the dying swan act, and that is really what irritates me about the men's game. Just get up and get on with it.
Reducing it completely to the battle of the sexes. It's been forever that women have been told that they're the hysterical ones and they're the ones that are over emotional and stuff like that. And it's just so interesting to see that it's actually the other way around when it comes to, oh, thanks for buggering off.
No, I'm still here. I'll just turn it off because I've got a fag in my hand.
I know. But
and no, not the one Steve keeps saying that.
It's just been so interesting to see that and prove that women aren't necessarily the hysterical ones, the ones that are over emotional and the ones that, oh, we have periods, so we're going to have to lay here and swoon and go, oh, and everything like that. No, we're hard-assed. We can do just as good as the men's, and you know, even better without all the histrionics, like I was saying.
Yeah, exactly that.
Exactly that. Klein, just to answer Klein's question, Klein643 on Reddit says, do only the upper class tops watch cricket? Personally, I'd sooner poke my eyes out with a plastic spoon than watch cricket. Tracy?
I have watched cricket, but...
Oh my God, I'm defriending you on Facebook instantly.
No, I have watched cricket, but honestly, not recently. I mean, you'd have to probably go back 20 years before I could say yes, I've watched something. And the only reason I would have been watching it would have been because someone else was watching it. So it wasn't like I was tuning in going, oh, I have to watch the cricket. So yeah, it's not something that I enjoy. I'd rather watch cricket than golf, though.
Oh yeah.
DJ Palsy says there on YouTube, DJ Palsy B says the World Cup will be mid-season. It will feel weird, especially if they're injured. You know they're holding it in Qatar in November because of the temperature. I mean, it's going to be about 40 degrees as it is. And I agree, holding it mid-season is a bit of a nightmare because some of the major Premier League clubs, and I'm not a follower of Premier League club football, but some of the major Premier League clubs are going to be missing some of their big players because of the World Cup. So I agree with you. It is a bit weird there, but that's what we have to pay.
Fair.
Sorry, Mickey?
I said I don't even think that it should be held in Qatar.
No, I agree. It shouldn't be held in Qatar.
They're not exactly a footballing nation.
No.
The way they've treated their immigrant workers is absolutely appalling. I'm sorry, but I just don't think they should be hosting the World Cup at all.
So, just changing the subject again slightly, I'm going to ask all of you. I've got 2 viewers on YouTube. I've got 6 viewers on Twitch, and I've got 17 viewers on Reddit. Would you like to see streams with both Tracey and Mickey on again? I'm just trying to find out. I'm just trying to find the level. Do you enjoy seeing me on my own, or do you want to see me with my guests like Tracey and Mickey? Let me know. Let me know what you think about that.
Even if you send him a private message, and you don't have to tell me and Mickey. Even if you send Steve a private message saying, "God, no, I don't want to see that fat cow again," or that boring bastard with the cigarette.
Oh, you're doing yourself down, Trace.
Yeah, DJ Palsy likes it. You've got to bear in mind that although it's a bit convoluted, our relationship. Like I said, I've met Tracey on 3 occasions now, Tracey?
3, yes. I think it's 3. It might be 4, but...
It might be 4, yeah. I was a guest at her wedding reception,
and every time they've met is in a hotel. I'll say no more.
Twice.
Yeah, no, twice. Actually, no, because the other time was in the hotel. Because it was...
Yeah, it was, yeah. No, it wasn't. It was in the boat club.
No, that was a hotel.
Was it a hotel?
Yes. It was.
So we keep meeting at hotels?
It was by the side of the river. It was the River Haven. No.
Oh, right, okay.
Something like that.
I thought it was a boat club.
No.
Right, me and Mickey have never met, but I'm intending to put that. We've never met in person. The 3 of us have known each other. Tracey, you've known of Mickey, haven't you?
I've known of Mickey. We haven't. We may well have, forum chatted.
Trace. Ships in the night.
Exactly, that's the one.
What? Sorry?
Ships in the night.
Ships in the night.
Ships in the night. I thought you said shits. Sorry, my mistake.
No, that's you.
Floaties.
Yeah, that's me, yeah.
No, it's not. No, it's boaties. Jason.
Oh,
boaties, come round and use your toilet.
Yeah. Nigel Farage's love child. Well, yeah. Boaties.
Please bring along your other friend, the love child of Nigel Farage.
Unfortunately, Nigel Farage's love child is not the most reliable of people. All right, you probably, he definitely wanted to come on my stream, and when I actually got him on, he's making every excuse under the sun not to come on again. So, unfortunately, you may not see him again. But I'm talking about Tracey and Mickey because, like I say, once I become affiliated on Twitch, I want to move this stream to a Wednesday night because I can't stream on Twitch and YouTube and Reddit at the same time. So I'll keep Mondays and Fridays for Reddit, but I want to move the Twitch stream to Wednesday night.
You on Reddit? Sorry to butt in, but on Reddit, it's not a question. Klein643 says your guests are great. It's like a symphony orchestra. And Live Interaction says we like to see you all on screen.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, that's it.
They're either deaf or blind or both.
yeah.
Or mad.
Yeah.
It works for me because when I'm streaming for 2 or 3 hours at a time, it's very hard for me to keep coming up with original things to say. But at least we've got 3 people there. It works. And of course, like I say, we've known each other for a long time, so we can actually push boundaries with each other that complete strangers may not get away with. So that's another advantage of having friends that we know.
Klein643 says your friends are awesome. Thank you, Klein.
Well, I'm not. Oh, right, okay. No, we'll solve that. We'll solve that. We'll solve that. Carry on without me. You two. Carry on. There you go.
I knew he was going to fuck off right then. Steve, You're nothing but predictable there.
Oh dear.
Come back, Steve. All is forgiven.
No, it's got better scenery without him.
He's got a piss, hasn't he?
Yeah, probably.
Either that or he's sulking in the background.
As long as he doesn't come back standing up, we're all right.
Do you know how many beers I've had tonight?
I've already climbed 643. Do you have any big plans for summer vacation? I've already been on my vacation plan. I went to Spain for 10 days. It was bloody hot. I'll be back.
No, I don't have any summer vacation planned, but I'm hoping if I get enough money to go to Scotland. That independent.
Don't forget your passport.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I'm hoping to get like maybe a few days in the Lake District and then bugger off to Scotland for a few days, like towards the end of September. But I can't afford to at the moment, so it's still just a bit of a dream. So
I had a holiday in Spain booked for the 9th of September. I've had to cancel that. Coming back to what I said earlier, I because of my cancer, I'm immunocompromised. So I've had to cancel that holiday because of Spain. The COVID rates across Europe are extremely high and it's extremely dangerous for me to go out. So it's I've had to do that. Live interaction 587, right? I'm the only Cockney here, all right? I am a Cockney born and bred. I was born and bred in East of London, in East End of London. I am the only Cockney here. So regardless of what they say, right, these two above are not Cockneys. They cannot speak rhyming slang.
I agree. No, Steve, I agree.
Well, I want to be fair.
The amount of times over the years that people have thought just because I'm from London, I'm a Cockney, and I'm not Cockney. I was born in Surrey. And I was brought up in South London or South London because I could speak South London, but that's not Cockney. So I'm agreeing with you, Steve.
So you were born within the sound of the Bow Bells, then, Steve.
Okay. Can I just sorry, on Reddit we've got a question, right? Papa Gandhi says, due to the Panthers acquiring Matthew Takchuk, what is all yours opinion on their chances of a championship run next season? We're in England, right? People, we're in England, right? Right. Papa Grandy, we're in England, all right? Okay. We can talk about soccer, well, football. We can talk about cricket. We can talk about tennis. Unfortunately, what we can't talk about is ice hockey because we don't play ice hockey here. It's not.
You knew that it was ice hockey. I had
no
idea.
I had to Google that. That's why I know. I had to Google that. It's not a sport we actually play. I'm sorry, but I am the only one here that can speak. I'm the only one here that can use my north and south to speak Cockney rhyming slang. All right, because I am a true Cockney, and I really can speak true Cockney.
He says he was born in North London. He's got the north right, NORS.
He's got the north right, yeah. But I was.
South is SAAF, South London.
But I was born in the East End of London. I was born in Whitechapel. I was born on the Mile End Road, which isn't too far from Whitechapel. I was actually born just round the corner from the Blind Beggar pub, which, if you know anything about London history, you'll know it's where Reginald Cray killed Jack the Hat McVitie in the Blind Beggar pub. I mean, that's how East London I am. So, it's I really am an East London Cockney. So I'm the only one that can speak true rhyming slang.
I've got ancestors, fairly recent ancestors, like about 3 generations back that came from sort of Mile End Road and things like that. But I'm not there. I can say, Andrew says 2 and 8, and I can do apples and pears. I could sort of speak a bit like if I was on EastEnders. But I sound a bit more like Kathy Burke actually when I do that. but I can't think of what else we got. You'll have to give us some phrases, guys. Guys watching, people watching. If you can give us some Cockney phrases, then we'll try and do our best Cockney accent in it.
Right, we'll start with the simple one. Hair, Barnet fair.
Barnet, yeah, Barnet.
Eyes, mince pies.
Mince pies.
Mouth, north.
No, I don't know that one.
North and south.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Nose, fingers and toes.
No. Again, didn't know that one.
Let's see. You see? Head, Uncle Ted.
No.
No,
Yeah, see?
Foolery, jewellery.
Yeah.
See, I all know the apples and pears, but I don't know the rest.
Tom Foolery, jewellery.
Tommy Tank.
Oh.
Yeah, you can work that one out. So, yeah. Cock and hen, there's one. Look, cock and hen.
What's cock and hen?
Scooby about what you...
Half yours, you're rather half. He's talking.
He's a Kent boy. He's not Cockney.
I know. I've got no idea what cock and hen is. Shit. Now, we talk about minces. DJ Paul's. We don't talk about mince pies. We talk about minces. Yeah. Oh, I have my minces on that bloke. So, yeah.
Steve's a bit of a mincer, apparently.
Going down the dog and toad.
Yeah. Hang on, Klein.
Toad, isn't it?
Klein, it may say, but we've had this discussion, right? If you watch any of my streams, right, Brian, you'll know that I'm a great believer in beer lies. Beer lies. Yes, I'm drinking Budweiser. First of all, Budweiser is not an American beer. That is one of the biggest misconceptions ever known to man. Budweiser is a Czechoslovakian beer. It was originally brewed in Czechoslovakia and then sent to America. But this may say Budweiser on the bottle. On the back it says, brewed in the UK by AB AmBev. In other words, it uses British water, British hops, British barley, British malt, British mice. That's a British beer. All right? It is not an American beer. It is not the Budweiser that they drink in the United States. But more importantly, if you search the history of Budweiser, you will discover it's a Czechoslovakian beer. And if you've ever had, like I have, the genuine Czechoslovakian Budweiser, it is the most gorgeous beer that you've ever had. So I just thought I'd put that one out there.
Steve, sorry, can you turn my cam off for a minute? I need the toilet.
Okay. Are you going to twerk?
Has anybody donated for a twerk? No.
I don't know. How much is it for a twerk?
Oh, I'll do a twerk for 100. Donate.
£500 for a twerk.
500 for a twerk, but it has to go to you.
Okay.
Turn my cam off.
I'll chuck in 50p.
Can you turn my fucking cam off so I can go to the toilet in peace?
Go.
Yeah, but oh dear, look. I have to sneak out, rearrange the scenery.
You like the way she just disappears into the wall, Micky?
It's great, isn't it? Yeah. We were on about the supernatural earlier, weren't we?
We were.
Eh?
We were. The reason I'm drinking Budweiser, Klein, is because my missus, I love her to death. She's a lovely woman. She said to me on Monday night, is there anything? She works for a major supermarket chain. Are you trying to say Tracy's got big tits? Live interaction. By the way, yeah, what are you trying to say, right? Just come out. Are you trying to say Tracy's got big tits? My wife is a lovely. I'm saying my wife. We're not married. My partner is a lovely woman, and she said to me on Monday night, "Do you want me to?" She works for a major supermarket chain. She works nights, and she said to me, "Do you want me to get you anything?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm running out of beer." And so what she does is she goes through the beer aisle and she gets whatever beer's on offer. And as it happens, Budweiser is what's on offer. But if you watch my stream on a regular basis, you'll know that I have all different beers from all over the world at different times. And I don't mind drinking Budweiser. I don't mind drinking Foster's either. I don't mind drinking from Carlsberg. My favourite beer is from Mickey's area. It's called Woodford's Wherry. And it's absolutely gorgeous beer. But I'll drink any beer. It doesn't really matter to me. So yeah, I don't feel bad about drinking Budweiser. It's better than drinking nothing.
You just returned through that wall. Hang on, what are we doing here?
What are you doing, Tracy? Have you wet yourself again?
She probably unwiped properly. It's going to get a damp seat.
She's wet herself again.
No. What it is this is a fake leather chair, and oh my god, do not sit on it with no trousers on.
I'm sitting on my chair with no trousers on.
Live interaction.
Yes, live interaction wishes to talk about your top.
We don't know whether he's talking about your top or your boobs.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lovely bright pink top, isn't it? That's the whole point.
It looks red to me.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of like almost neon pink.
Yeah.
It's red.
I know that on camera it makes everything stand out, doesn't it? Live interaction.
I don't think you need that top on to bloody stand out, girl.
No, the thing is, if you wear black, it makes everything flatten out and blend. So I thought Steve could have a bit of encouragement with a bit of my cleavage. So, you know, the first 10 minutes were private time, weren't they, Steve? So
they were. Do you know what? Tracy? I've got to tell you what. I'm really not a tit man.
That I was wasting my time. No, I'm joking.
Yep, absolutely. Klein's got a good point there. And it does. Your top actually does look red, Tracy.
Okay.
Can you see yourself on Skype?
I can, yes, but it's not quite red to me. It's like a dark pink, like a rich dark pink, almost magenta.
No, it definitely looks like. I'll tell you what it looks like. Post box red.
No, orange and red. Oh, I hate orange and red. Right, that's it. It's coming off.
Do that again.
I think it's coming off.
You've been out in the sun.
No, do you know what? That's my natural colouring.
All right, okay.
Honestly, that is always dark, and then if I go out in the sun, then that bit really does go really dark. So,
how many of them do you get to the kilo?
Hot pink, thank you, Klein, and live interaction, thank you. He loves the top, so he or she loves the top. I'm sorry, I'm maybe misgendering you there.
Do you notice that, Mickey? Right, you and I take our shirts off. We don't get any interaction at all.
Well, you wouldn't get any viewers if I took mine off.
I've got tattoos. I'll tell you, right?
Oh.
All right, what, on your chest?
No, on my back. Two little ones on my back, either shoulder blade, and they're lions with lion cubs, and the lion cubs are my grandchildren.
I've got tattoos on my chest. One of them I'm going to have covered at the moment. I'm on blood thinners. I'm on something called Clexane. As soon as I stop Clexane, I'm going to get one of my tattoos covered. And I'm going to get it covered. It's a tattoo that's right over my heart. I'm going to get it covered with one of those biomechanical hearts. Have you seen the biomechanical tattoos?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen my biomechanical tattoo on my arm?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to get a biomechanical tattoo to cover the one that's on my chest. So.
I haven't got any tats yet. I've got a piercing in my eyebrow, which I'm not wearing at the moment. But I want tats, and I really would. The only thing, there's two things stopping me. One, money, but two, indecision about exactly what I want. But I would love a sleeve on one of my arms. And part of that, I would love the biomechanics type of thing, but I'd love it to be opening, like, and have some kind of words going on in there, even some kind of Latin or something, because I'm a wordsmith. I love words. So having the mechanical stuff in there, but with some kind of wordage, as though like my arm's being opened up and there's words in that.
The only advice I'll give you, Tracy, is if you do have a tattoo, be 100% sure that is what you want.
Yeah.
Just don't forget, once it's on there,
yeah,
it's on there for life.
Yeah, exactly. That is what has stopped me literally for 30 years, because I've just been so indecisive. But I really, really want I want a sleeve, but of a mixture of things. I don't just want a sleeve where it just goes, but let's say honeycombs. Yeah. I don't want that. I want a mixture that all links in. Yeah, no, I've been looking at your tats, yeah. You've got bits.
Yeah, but that one is a cover-up. Because like I said to you, make sure that you know, that one is a cover-up. Because again,
yeah.
When you're young, you have silly little girls' names put on your arms. And so...
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. I never got. I would never put anyone's name on my arms apart from my children, my grandchildren.
That's my wife and my two kids.
Yeah.
When did tattoos become a thing? Well, I had my first tattoo in 1973 when I was about 17. So I know you're not supposed to until you're 18, and that was in Wolverhampton.
Yeah. Oh, the thing is, tattoos. I just saw that when did tattoos become a thing? Tattoos have been around for like forever.
Yeah.
You know, they've been, sort of tribal and being part of a clan, and then it was rebellious and stuff like this. If we're talking recently, it was, let's say, before the 2000s ish. It was a sign of rebellion and outcast and things like this. Again, with piercings. But then after that, there was kind of like this explosion of everybody could have tattoos and piercings. And I remember when I got my first piercing, I know it's not quite a tattoo, but when I got my first and only piercing, that I got ears pierced, but this piercing in my eyebrow, I remember going to have that done, and that was about 1996. And I remember coming back from Camden and walking down my local road, and there was a group of schoolgirls, like teenage schoolgirls, who literally stopped and went, "Oh my God, she's got a pierced eyebrow!" But they wouldn't do that now because it's just, everybody has it. It's just so usual. So, so the tattoos have always been a thing, but it's so much more socially acceptable now.
In the 2000s.
Can I just mention something, people? Sorry.
Yeah.
Reddit has an absolute time limit of 3 hours per stream, and we've only got 39 minutes left. I can restart the stream again, it's not a problem, but just let you know that we've only got 39 minutes left on this particular stream.
Okay.
But anyway, let's carry on talking about tattoos.
Yeah,
I mean,
sorry, can you start a new stream and then link it into the old stream? Or?
No, they're two separate streams.
No, I mean, like, as in start a new stream and then post the link to the new stream in the old stream so that everyone can migrate.
Ish, but it doesn't matter because of the way Reddit works. They'll know about it anyway. They'll be able to find it in my subreddit.
The easiest way to do it is to subscribe to Steve's Reddit channel.
Reddit, they're called subreddits, Mickey.
Well, whatever. I mean.
Yeah, I know.
Reddit fucking.
Don't worry, I'm not 100% up on Reddit and how it works either. So it's not. You're not the only one, Mickey. I'm really, really not up on how Reddit works completely.
Line 643. I don't know if we missed this, but they said, "Do you think there might be a parliamentary act of exclusion on a tattooed person losing their spot in the line of succession?"
No.
No.
Why would there be?
Yeah, what exactly? Why would there be? I don't understand that.
No.
I mean, in a minute, I'm going to go through some of my tattoos. And each tattoo, people, there's something that somebody said. I can't remember what it said about tattoos, but each one of my tattoos mean something to me. Each one of my tattoos are there for me. They're not there for any other person. They're there for me only.
Exactly.
And they all mean something, which may not be completely obvious. The first one I'll go through is this one. This is my biomechanical tattoo, and it actually covers, you can't see it, but it actually covers a love heart. And on the love heart says Steve and Sue. And that I had done when I was 18. And that was my first wife. And that was because at the time I thought I was in love. However, I got this biomechanical tattoo for a very simple reason. In 2017, I went into chemotherapy. And I decided that at the end of chemotherapy, I was going to treat myself to a new tattoo. And I couldn't think out what tattoo to have done. And then it came to me that what I should have is something that celebrates my beating cancer. And at the same time, because I'm no longer married to Sue, which has it didn't really bother me, but a couple of times, my current partner is called Sean, but a couple of times people have looked at my arm and called her Sue because of the tattoo that says Sue on there. So I thought about it and I thought, well, what can I have done? And I thought, I'm going to have a biomechanical tattoo done. Now, this one is of a piston. And if you look at it, it looks like the skin's been ripped apart. You look inside, and it's mechanical. And what that represents is that represents my battle against the cancer that I have. Cancer is an internal disease that eats you from the inside. And I figure that if I'm mechanical inside, cancer can't get me. That's why I had that tattoo done. Thought I'd share that with you.
Cool.
That's very deep, isn't it?
Mm. No, it's deep, but you said yourself that each of your tattoos are personal to you, and that came at the time that it was, you wanted that to reflect that thing that was going on in your life at the time. So still is, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'll show you another tattoo in a minute, one that I don't often show people.
I think I've seen your Woody.
Huh?
I think I've seen your Woody.
Yeah, my Woody. It's my nickname. I've always been called throughout my life. I've always been called Woody, so it obviously makes sense to have a Woody on my on me. So when I had that tattoo done, it's Woody Woodpecker.
I think I've said to you before that I've had a couple of people call me Woody because my surname's Greenwood, so they've called me Woody the Woodpecker and things. And just off, I don't know if my daughters are still watching me, but generally a lot of times I get called Greeners because again it's the surname. So maybe I'll have to put something green. I'm not keen on the colour green though. Something green in the tattoo. So.
Right, fuck you want to see my other tattoos. Right, hang on. There we go. Right, here we go. Oh, here we go.
Cover the nips.
I'm going to talk about this one. Yes, I have a tattoo of Roadrunner on my chest. The reason I have a tattoo of Roadrunner on my chest is because that's how I feel. At the time I had this tattoo, I felt like Roadrunner. Always running, always escaping, but always trying to be trapped by that coyote. In this case, the coyote was the tax man or the vat man. And no matter how hard I ran, he was always there trying to trap me. That's that one. So that's the other one is another. The other one I had done over my heart is another ex-wife, which we don't talk about. And that's the one that's going to get covered with the biomechanical tattoo. But I have one more that I very rarely show to people. And it's going to take a hell of a lot of persuasion for me to show you because it's in an intimate place.
Woohoo!
Keep it to your bloody self then.
Fuck you says, do you think there should be a punishment for... Oh, sorry, this is on Reddit. Do you think there should be a punishment for bad tattoos?
Is there a bad tattoo?
Well, no, I think that there are bad tattoos, but I don't think there should be a punishment for them because at the end of the day, the punishment itself is that the person wearing it, if they hate it or if it's crap, they're the ones that decided to have it, so they've got to live with it.
I told you I was grumpy.
Oh! Sometimes I wake up grumpy, sometimes I let him sleep.
Yeah. Wife gets up in the morning. I'm not happy. Which one of the 7 dwarfs are you today then? Yeah.
No, DJ Palsy, it's not on my Woody. Why on earth would I have my cock tattooed? That would be stupid.
I have. I've got WOW on mine.
What, and then it turns into Woodmore when it grows?
No, it turns into Woolworths.
No, Mickey, you want to see your toes.
Oh dear. Well, I just showed you my leg. I mean, my arms aren't nothing special to look at.
What? Talk us through them because, obviously.
It's a koi.
It's a what?
That's a cover-up. That is.
Yeah.
That's a koi carp there.
Yeah.
On the other side, you've got it's a tiger climbing up over.
Oh right.
But you can't really see it very well. I mean, you see the tiger's leg there and tail as he's climbing up over there, and he's after a phoenix. Which I mean, there's a phoenix there somewhere, but you can't see it because over the years they sort of
blended.
Yeah, because I wanted them all black. They've faded into each other.
Oh.
That one there and it has got a girl's name. And that I had when my sister died. She was only 18 and died in a house fire.
Oh gosh.
So that done.
Yeah.
As a memory, you know.
Yeah.
And then on the other leg.
A tribute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the other leg, if I can get it up there, that's just a skull.
Oh yeah.
And on my shoulder blades, I've got two. Hang on.
An angel and a devil.
No.
Cool. Right.
Two tigers.
I just can't. I just can't believe the question that Klein 643 has asked. I'm going to answer it right. Klein 643. Yes, we totally celebrate July the 4th here. However, it's for different reasons. We celebrate it in a thank fuck for that.
Exactly that, yeah. We call it Traitors Day over here.
Yeah. I'm going to turn my camera off because I'm going to wind all of our viewers up. I'm going to turn my camera off because I'm going to show Micky and Tracey my last tattoo.
Oh,
right?
Oh.
They'll only be able to see it. You guys won't.
I can't see a bloody thing now.
No,
Where are you?
We can't see you now.
Yeah.
Oh.
So while you've disappeared, fuck you says Micky is such a badass, and then he says sorry. Then fuck you says, what all things has Micky done and gotten away with? Ooh, wanting your secrets.
I am not gonna say anything on the internet.
You're claiming the fifth.
That can incriminate me.
Oh, did you all miss my tattoo? Oh, well, never mind.
Oh, you knew that was going to happen. We couldn't bloody see you. I think he went for a sneaky.
The only way you'll see my fifth tattoo, right, is if you are intimate with me.
Oh.
Well, I'm not likely to fucking see that then. Thank God.
That's the only way you'll ever get to see it.
But to answer fuck you, I've done things that perhaps I'm ashamed of now in my past, but I'm not going to talk about them here. I mean, I think we all do silly things when we're young, but I'm an old. Can I just
interrupt for a second? Sorry.
You can do whatever you like.
Klein 643. Not only is there not a Fifth Amendment in the UK Constitution, but in the UK we don't actually have a codified constitution. Sorry, carry on, Micky.
No. That's all I've got to say, really. Is I've done things that I've not proud of, but that's in the past, and I'm just going to stay there.
The only reason that I piped up about the claiming the fifth is it's something that my dad used to do in about the last. While my mum was still alive, probably like the last 5 years of her life, because my mum just sort of like hated lots of stuff. And then if it was something that, if my dad wanted to say something that wound my mum up, he would just be like, well, I'm claiming the fifth on this. And he just used to say that, and that would wind my mum up even more than the thing that he wanted to say. So that's why I said it, because I thought it was a really, that's what my dad would have said. Oh, Micky's disappeared again.
Do you notice after 6 bottles of beer, I'm starting to sink down in my chair?
It's the most you've drunk on stream, though.
Hey?
It's the most you've drunk on stream, apart from going to the pub.
I'm not drunk. It takes more than 6 beers to get me drunk.
No. I meant it's the most, because normally you have one and then you'll crack open another and then that'll be it. Apart from when you're in the pub.
Apart from when I'm in the pub. Yes,
Sorry, Steve, but are you going to be okay with the fact that, with monetizing wise, with the alcohol type thing?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I've got to tell you, Tracey, that my main aim in life is not monetizing. The only reason I mention monetizing is because I'm close to it. What you've got to remember is that back in March 2020, when the COVID pandemic hit, as you know, I was a cab driver. I was forced to retire early. The medical advice was stop working. So I thought, well, I'm 62. Well, I wasn't. I was 59 at the time. I'm 59. I might as well stop working. I might as well retire. I'll cash in my pension and retire early. The only reason I got into streaming is because I then went into something called shielding, which is unique to the UK, which meant actually locking myself away in the house. To explain, I've got a blood cancer. I have follicular lymphoma, which is a blood cancer, which means I'm extremely immunocompromised and I really can't be around people with COVID. If I catch COVID, which I haven't caught yet, it will probably kill me, even though we've got very mild COVID at the moment, because it is dangerous to people with blood cancers. So I retired indoors and made a prisoner of myself, where I was kept away from all my friends, all my family. Since March 2020, I've not seen my family together as one. I've got 4 kids and 11 grandchildren, and I've not seen everyone together as one. I've seen them all separately, but I've not seen them together as one. So I retreated to do that. And to be honest with you, after 6 weeks of retirement, which was absolutely fantastic, and I absolutely loved it for the first 6 weeks, after 6 weeks, I became extremely bored. There's only so much you can do because of my cancer. I can't decorate, I can't do the gardening, I can't do any of the traditional things that are retiring. And I became very bored. And I'm a very social person. The fact that I was a cab driver tells you that I'm a very social person. And it was driving me mad. And then I discovered streaming. I forget how I discovered it. I think I went on to Reddit quite accidentally looking for the answer to the question. And I discovered streaming. And like the message that's just gone out on Stream Element said, I discovered that with streaming I could have a social life and at the same time still socially distance from people but maintain a social life. And that's how I discovered streaming. And that's why I like it. The answer to the ceiling inspector is the reason I am still isolated is because I have a blood cancer. I have follicular lymphoma, which is an incurable blood cancer. That's why I'm still isolating. Another question is Captain Kirk, always live interaction. Captain Kirk every day of the week. Yeah. Although I am enjoying Star Trek: Strange New Worlds at the moment. I'm up to episode 7. They've just taken on the Squall and beaten them, and I'm quite enjoying that. So I'm up to episode 7 at the moment. So the ceiling inspector. That's why I'm isolating, because I have cancer. I have a blood cancer. It's incurable, and it's very dangerous for me to be out there in amongst the public at the moment. So does that answer your question? And Tracy, I've totally forgotten what brought me onto that start. Where was I on that?
What was the... Yeah, see, because I was listening, and it was the... God. What did we start? Where were we? Mickey, it was just before... Mickey might remember, because it was just before he disappeared. Oh! That was it. Sorry if that distorted your sound. It was because I said about the monetizing, because drinking on stream and things, because I do know that some payment processors do not like alcohol, but some are okay with alcohol as long as you're not actively drunk on screen. And you were saying about you were sliding down in your chair because the Budweiser were making you feel really heavy in your feet.
It takes a lot more than 6 bottles of bloody pop. What is this? This is only this is piss water. This is 4.5, and I've only had 6 bottles. It takes more than 6 bottles of that to make me pissed. 330ml bottles.
Klein 643 says, "Are your friends also in London?"
No, Tracy is. No. Tracy lives about 7 miles from me. Mickey.
Yes.
Mickey's trying to stay 300 miles away from us. So.
No, Mickey's 125 miles away.
Yeah, about 120 miles from London. Yeah.
You're in Suffolk, aren't you, Mickey? I think you live closer to my sister because my sister lives in Norwich.
Oh right, that's Norfolk.
Yep. Oh, I know that's Norfolk, but I'm just saying you're nearer to my sister than you are to me.
Yes, yeah. I mean, Norwich is only 30 miles from me, whereas London's it's about 120 miles, I think. Straight down the A12.
Yep.
The ceiling inspector, to answer your observation, yes, of course I know it's not really socialising, but it's better than what I was doing before, all right? And you've got to remember that I've known Micky and Tracey for at least 15 years. So we all get off, we'll feed off each other. And no, they're not talking about the naval base at Norfolk, Virginia. They're talking about the county of Norfolk in the United Kingdom, which is famous for turkey fingering, as far as I remember. Carrot crunching and turkey fingering, I think Norfolk is famous for. I can't think of anything else. Although I think Nelson came from Norfolk, didn't he, Micky?
He did. He came from Great Yarmouth, I believe.
Oh, there we go. Nelson came from Norfolk.
Yeah, they've got a statue of him actually on Nelson's column in Great Yarmouth.
Trafalgar Square.
No, Great Yarmouth. It's nothing like Trafalgar Square.
Tracey, Klein 643 asked a question.
Klein 643 says, "How did you guys meet?" Right. Well, I'll do the easy one first. I've only just met Micky properly since tuning into these chats. So we've been speaking properly then, but I knew him because we all worked on eBay, individual sellers, and there was forums on there, so we would chat on the forums about bad customers or bad service from eBay and things like this. Micky knows Steve more than I know Micky, but I've known Steve properly for probably about coming up for 20 years, 18 years or so. Again, it was eBay, power seller board. Power seller was when you sold a certain amount of things on eBay.
Correct you, Tracey. I never sold a thing.
You did. So how were you a power seller? Were you a power seller?
I wasn't a power seller.
No.
Well,
I was a Q&A answerer.
Oh, right. So you didn't sell anything. You were just, so there we go. I know you from Facebook because you're a Facebook friend of Steve's, who was a power seller. Yes. I may well have spoken to you on Q&A, but I didn't know you on Q&A.
No.
So Steve was
2007, I think I went on Q&A.
Oh gosh. Yeah. And that was just sort of coming up to when I was getting married. So Steve, we've met a few times, all of them in hotels apparently. And he was at my wedding, and I knew him when he was with his ex, and now he's not with his ex and he's with his new lady, and I'm still friends with his ex, but we don't talk about her.
We don't talk about her.
I just said that. But yeah, so we've known each other for such a long time, and it's all via eBay connections and then gathering on Facebook. That was a long way around the houses for that explanation. Yes.
I personally have no idea who these two are.
We just gave.
They are completely random people that message me and say, "Can we be on your stream?" I have no knowledge of these two people at all.
We didn't even message you. We just gate crashed. We just hacked on into your feed and went, "Fuck you, Steve. We're here."
Exactly that.
But it's true. Tracey and I have met in hotels 3 times, and 2 of those times she's not been getting home till 8 o'clock in the morning.
That was not me. Actually, the 3rd time I didn't get home for another 2 weeks, but that's your fault.
That 2nd time, that Sarah was really pissing me off.
Oh, do you know, Sarah was. I hope she's not watching. We're not. None of us are friends with her at the moment. Sarah, I liked. The thing is with Sarah, she was with that Michelle, and then she.
Sarah. Sarah. Yeah. 2nd time we met in the Strand Hotel, it was Sarah. She would not.
I know what you're saying, but Sarah, she was sort of with Michelle, but then she wasn't.
Yeah.
And then she was so just flirty with everybody, and then fucked off with somebody else completely.
Well, she wouldn't fuck off when I wanted her to. If she'd have fucked off when I wanted her to, things would have been a lot different.
Oh dear.
What books are we reading? I'm not reading anything at the moment.
I'm reading Peter and Jane.
Yeah, bit advanced for you.
But what books? I love books, but I'm trying to get back into reading them. Life just got in the way. I've got 2 books that I want to read. There's one called, I think it's called The Five, and it's actually concentrating on Jack the Ripper's victims as people, as human beings, rather than Jack the Ripper being the person. And also the other one is Handmaid's Tale, and I haven't even watched the series of that yet. I want to read the book before I watch the series, but I'm not reading at the moment, so I'm not. There you go.
You know, I've never watched an episode of Game of Thrones.
Me neither.
Not me neither.
No, for the simple fact that I've read all the books right up until. Well, he hasn't. He never even actually finished the books.
Oh.
The series. So when they brought out the series on television, you got an ending that doesn't exist in the books.
Oh.
I've got a confession to make. Right, I'm not really reading. If you know what Peter and Jane books are, you know. If you don't know, I'm not going to explain it. The book I'm currently reading is Python for Beginners, Python for Dummies.
It's still a book, though.
Hey?
It's still a book, though. Did you just say?
Yeah, Python for Dummies. Good evening, Mark. How are you, Mark? Good evening, Mark. There on Twitch. Mark, I gave you a sub tonight. Just thought I'd let you know that I gave you a sub.
Fuck you on Reddit. Mickey isn't reading anything. You can just be sure about it. I can't help but it tickles me there.
Can I just say to Steve that I watched your tutorial the other day? And
Which one?
The first one on how to cut your clips down on.
On DaVinci Resolve, yeah.
Yeah, I watched that.
And I thought that was excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It made it so simple for me to understand.
Yeah.
One thing, I enjoyed it, and you remember I said to you, like, try and, I don't know whether you
speak slower.
Speaking slowly, that was really good. One thing that does distract me though is the music. So it either needs to be a little bit quieter or not there in some parts. That's the
music. The music is there for a reason, Tracy. I've got 3 fans going in my room at the moment, and the music disguises the fans quite nicely. But I will bear that in mind. I'm actually making 2 tutorials at the moment. The first tutorial is very advanced. It's how to reframe 360-degree video, which you need to be into 360-degree grid at the same. The second tutorial I'm currently making is a follow-on from the first one. I've shown people how to basically cut a video. The next one is showing you how to add titles to the beginning and the end and in the middle of the video. If you've seen my first video, Mickey, you understand that, don't you?
Yeah.
It's taking people from the very basics of being able to trim your video to a decent size. Once you've got your video to a decent size, the next tutorial is how to add a title at the front, a title at the end, and maybe titles in the middle.
Yeah, no, I did. I watched it and I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good, and that was the only criticism that I would say is maybe either knock your vocal up slightly, or not. I know you said about the fans, and knock the music down, but only because my OCD brain had slightly too much going on screen, and that's all.
Got up and started twerking to the music. Hey?
Yeah,
that's what it is.
I had to get my bum out, so.
No, I don't read papers. Full of shit.
Same.
In case you are all wondering, I'm not going to miss an opportunity here. I am not going to miss an opportunity here. In case you're all wondering what they're talking about, this is what they are talking about. I will not miss an opportunity. Let's post it on Reddit. Hang on. Post it on Reddit.
While he's doing the technical thing, see this bit above? That's me. The link tree, the greenwood, that's me. So if you want to like find out more, subscribe to stuff that I haven't even started yet, then that's me.
And Mickey hasn't got a link tree because he's just not interesting.
No. I don't even know what it is.
We've got 11 minutes left on Reddit, by the way.
Cool.
Oh, then we get kicked off.
No, well then Reddit. Well, what happened basically is Reddit just shut down. I'll restart the stream. It's not a problem.
Oh, that's a question.
I actually got six watches on Twitch, which is the most I think I've ever had. I'm just looking through it. We've got 2 on YouTube, none on Facebook, which isn't surprising. 6 on Twitch, which I'm very impressed about, and 11 on Reddit. So there we go.
That was what I was going to ask you, Steve. That I remembered when I went to the loo for some reason. Was when you're doing your Twitch streaming on the Wednesday. I know it's not happening yet, but in the future, do you think that you'll start it earlier? Do you think you'll do a longer time?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
The only reason I start my stream so late on a Monday or Friday is because my partner works nights, and those are the times that I drop her off at work. But she doesn't work Wednesday, so it's not a problem. So yeah, I'll be starting at about 8 o'clock in the evening. I won't start it before 8 o'clock because I've got lots of things to do during the day. But I'll be starting at about 8 o'clock if that's okay with you.
Yeah, no. See that's what I mean. I was just thinking about sort of the logistics of the things, because I have things to do on a Thursday morning, which is great. I don't mind doing stuff the night before.
Are you watching Reddit, you two?
I am, but I was finishing my conversation.
All right, cool.
But yeah, so I mean, it would be quite good that if we start at 8 and have like a safe for work stream up until 9 o'clock, and then after 9 o'clock, all the adults come out to play. So
yeah, I'm good for doing that.
So
like
Mickey,
I say,
Reddit.
Mickey,
what? I'm sorry.
You're being proposed to.
I'm being complimented, and I don't really know how to take them. I'm not used to that. Normally, it's shut up, you stupid old bastard. So.
Well, I think you need to twerk.
You what, Mickey?
Yeah.
Are you having a laugh?
Who's going to read out what he says? Fuck you says Mickey is so interesting, and then Klein643 says I think Mickey has a Samuel Beckett vibe going on.
Who the heck is Samuel Beckett?
Google is your friend.
And then live interaction 587 says we are happy with Tracy's front and lovely to. I don't see what that word. Lovely and lovely top. We don't need twerking. Thank you.
Oh, he's an Irish novelist, apparently. Well, that's what comes up first on.
We've got about 8 minutes left on Twitch. Now Reddit. The thing about Reddit, right, is the viewers can actually extend the time. They've got the ability to make the stream last longer, so they can actually extend it.
Viagra?
Yeah, they can actually select to add time to the stream. But at the moment, we've got 8 minutes and 12 seconds left on Reddit. But I'll restart the stream afterwards, seeing as everybody's having such a good time.
When it drops, I'm going for another pee.
That's probably too much information.
Not together.
I missed what you said there, Mickey. Sorry.
I said, so am I, but we're not going together.
Hand in hand.
I just sit here and piss myself.
I thought you said you just sit there. No, I better not say that, just in case it's bad.
He's got a bucket under the table because he's naked from the waist down.
I'll tell you a true story, right? One person here who's watching, right? I will not name them, but one person here I know who's watching, right? When they stream, right? I'm not. I kid people when I say I'm naked from the waist downwards. I'm not. I'm actually wearing shorts and boxers. But I happen to know for a fact that one of the people here, when they stream, right, they really are naked from the waist downwards, and they've got a bucket under their chair. And do you know what they do when they need to have a piss? They do it in the bucket because they don't want to be off camera.
That wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean, there's a streamer I watch, and he's probably streams for 6 or 7 hours at a time on Twitch. And like I say, he never seems to leave. So where does he go?
Do you know that you can get proper streamers' chairs, like gamer chairs?
It's called a commode, Tracy.
I'm going to have a piss. You carry on. I'm going to have a piss. I'm going to have a piss. You just carry on.
It looks like a gaming chair, like, you know, a proper gaming chair, but you're sitting on a toilet seat. So if you're doing competitions or you know, gaming competitions, you just sit there and the pee and the poo flows from you.
Yeah, it's called a commode. Steve's got one.
What? No, I know you can get commode, but I can't remember the name of the gaming chair that you can get that's got actually a toilet in it. And I was astonished when I can't remember who showed me. I think it might have been one of my daughters, because one of my grandsons is like totally into gaming, so it may well have been like, oh my god, have you seen this? Mind you, I've got a nephew who's into gaming as well, and it may well be my sister that was like, have you seen this? And it just looks like a normal kind of like gaming chair, you know, like where you rock around on it, but then you're sitting on a commode, literally a commode, but it's like a leather-clad commode. Right, so fuck you. You should all talk about your past experiences, crucial info hidden, of course. Wait for Steve to come back on that one. He may well make a note, because you said it would be such an exciting podcast. But I want to address Live Interaction 587. I can't believe you haven't heard of Samuel Beckett. Waiting for Godot is classic. What Where is amazing. See, the thing is, I think...
You know, I can hear you when I'm going to toilet. I can hear you all.
Yeah, we know. We
can't hear you when you go to the toilet.
You can't hear me because I turned my mic off.
Thank Christ for that.
Mr. Mad Mark says that's genius about the commode gaming chair. Can you get beds like that?
Mad Mark, I've dropped a sub to Mad Mark. Mad Mark understands what I'm talking about. I dropped a sub to Mad Mark tonight because I've known him for quite a few months now. He said that when COVID has come down, he only lives around the corner from me. When COVID rates have come down, he will join me when I can go back to the pub. He will come back. He'll come and join me on a pub stream.
I think that'd be so interesting. I've enjoyed your pub streams, and I think it would be great to have this kind of thing, but sat outside or wherever in a pub. You know.
Anyway, getting back to fuck you talking about your past.
Just to let you know, there's 3.5 minutes left on Reddit.
It would take me a very long time to talk about my past experience. Time that we don't have tonight, but
it will take you a very long time to what? Get it up?
To talk about my past and my experiences, where I come from, and how I am today.
Mickey,
it's not Mad Mark. You obviously watched that stream, didn't you? There was one stream when I was down the pub, right, where everybody accused me of faking the background and faking the pub.
Oh, I saw that one, yeah.
And you went all the way up to the phone box and back
again.
And this is a fake barman. And but Mickey, fuck you says you should all talk about your past experiences with crucial info hidden, of course. I think, and then they say it would be such an exciting podcast, and I think that okay, we can't go into it tonight, but I think that if none of this is planned, but I think that if we did like we're going to do a section of talking about the past, that might be I think that would be an interesting future podcast. Tonight it's like 1 o'clok in the morning, and let me wankered. So
let me before we answer fuck news observation, right? Let me ask you a question, right? Are you interested in doing this again on a Monday? Mickey is my guest on a Friday. Are you interested in doing this on a Monday, Tracey and Mickey?
I don't mind. Yeah.
How about you, Tracey? This is your first time, and I know we discussed before about your nerves.
The thing is, I couldn't do it any earlier.
That's fine, Mickey.
Because I have things I do on a Monday night.
Earlier
I understand.
9:45.
But yeah, I couldn't do any earlier than 9:45. No.
He's a test pilot for Slumberland, Tracy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't have nerves as such. I just was like quite excited anticipation, sort of, and I wanted to make sure that I had a link tree so that I wasn't just coming on here like as in, oh hello, I'm just a person.
What the fucking hell is a link tree?
It's a page.
35 seconds on Reddit.
It's basically a page that's got links to my stuff so that people can try and find out like stuff that of who I am and what I've got.
Oh, that's all right. I don't need one of them because I ain't got fucking.
Yeah. But I wanted to make sure that I had that, and also don't forget I'd had the COVID, and it was just all bits and pieces like that. It wasn't so much doing the streaming because it's just like chatting, and I. Quite happy to do that, but also it was just I hope the technology works, like hopefully I don't press a button, and I mean I'm good at the computers anyway, but the computers, bloody hell, but what happens if I press a button at the wrong time and it fucks me off for the rest of the night, so I wasn't nervous. I had this anticipation that I was looking forward to it and hoping things went okay, and it did, and it has.
At the moment, people keep. At the moment, we were down to 30 seconds, but people keep. That's it. Reddit has just ended. We've hit the time limit on Reddit. So carry on, you two. I'm just going to start Reddit again. Do you want me to start the? Mickey, you all right?
Yeah,
Mickey, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just going for a pee.
Okay. Mark, you've got an OnlyFans. What, do you start bollock naked? Sorry, just start bollock naked on OnlyFans. What do you do on OnlyFans? I'm just going to restart Reddit in a second. So, what do you do on OnlyFans, Mark? Tell me about your OnlyFans, Mark. I'm curious about that. That's interesting. Just elbow pics, right? Actually, people pay you for elbow pics, do they? That's what you're saying. Oh. I'm having trouble starting Reddit again. Let's give it a try. Oh no, we might be on. Let's have a look. We might be on. Nope, your connection timed out. So we're having a bit of trouble restarting Reddit. DJ Palsy P, lol OS. Sorry, you got to remember that I'm over 60, so I'm not down with the teenagers. So what does lol OS actually mean? Sorry, I'm really not down with the. I'm not down with the youngsters. If I'm down with the youngsters, I'll be streaming on 4chan, but I'm not.
So what were you just I heard you saying something about not being down with the youngsters. Excuse me.
Yeah, I don't. DJ Palsy P there on YouTube. He said lol OS, and I'm not. Oh, OF is only fans,
yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, he's lolling at whoever it is saying about that you should have an OnlyFans or something like that. Or Mad Mark saying you just got elbow pics on OnlyFans.
I'm completely lost on that one.
Yeah, no, it was Mad Mark said it's so I can promote my Instagram and my OnlyFans, and you obviously said, what is it naked? And he said, nah, just elbow pic. And then DJ Palsy has come on saying LOL OnlyFans. And so
I got that. I'm just trying to work out why somebody would pay for elbow pics.
It might be sock.
Is it a gay thing, Mark?
Would they like this? Would they like one of these? I haven't got one on the other one. I've got a bit of psoriasis there. You can have that for free.
Oh, right. Okay. So you're not on OnlyFans at all, Mark? All right, just obviously I'm having a bit of trouble restarting Reddit. So
well, on Reddit, we had a someone promoting their own PayPal.
Oh,
So
no.
says, I love this randomness. This is probably before you restarted. Pibblue says, came for the maiden shirt, stayed for the music. Fuck you says, what is this? Effective says, this is cool music. Oh, hang on. Oh, is it because... Wait a minute.
It's gone to a different page.
Have you seen what's come on instead?
I shut it down.
Wait a minute.
I agree with DJ Ballsy P. Reddit is going down the pan, which is why, if I ever get affiliated on Twitch, I'm going to move to a streaming on Wednesday night on Twitch. I'm very disappointed. I mean, my pub streams on a Sunday night used to go out to almost 500,000 viewers. Now I'm lucky if I get 400 viewers, so I'm not happy over that. But shit happens. There you go. Such is the nature of the beast. I'm still trying to restart Reddit, but I'm not having a lot of luck. It keeps timing out. Not stream.
Well, it's probably because it's that time of night. They're throttling the bandwidth. You know, so
no, Reddit changed the policy about 3 weeks ago when they decided they weren't going to. Oh, hang on! It looks like we've just gone live on Reddit. Hang on, it looks like we've just gone live. I'm just gonna find. Let me find the URL for you, and I'll send it to you on Messenger, both of you. It looks like we've just gone live.
Okay, I'm firing up.
Surprisingly, I should just find out. Yeah, we are live on Reddit. We've finally gone live on Reddit again. So,
okay, what was I? Oh, yes.
It looks like we've just gone live on Reddit. Hang on, it looks like we've just gone live.
What? Oh, no, hang on. What's going on here? Clicking on the wrong things.
Right, I'm going to send you the link on Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
So, Tracy, there you go. Is your link, and Mickey, is your link coming up in a couple of seconds.
Got it.
Mickey, and there's your link for Reddit.
Copy.
Obviously, I would like everybody on Reddit to come to me on Twitch. That would make life so much easier. Yes, Brits. Yes, you're right. We're Brits. I would like everybody to move over to Twitch because it makes life so much simpler. So I will give you the URL for Twitch, which makes life so much simpler. Have I been to America? No. Yes, Klein 643. I've been to America many times. I actually love America.
Am I right?
I've been to America so many times that I know that there's New York and there's the rest of America, and there's no correlation between the two. America is actually a beautiful country. There are so many places in America that I love. My favourite state is Montana, the Big Sky country. I absolutely love Montana. I've driven a motorbike coast to coast on some of the highways because your horizontal highways are numbered 5, 10, 15, 20, and your vertical highways are numbered in between. I've done 3 of the horizontal highways and 2 of the vertical highways. So I've ridden a motorbike from Mexico to Canada twice, and I've ridden from New York to Los Angeles. I've ridden from New York to I've ridden from New York to Washington, and I've ridden to New York to Los Angeles. So yes, I've been all over America, and I actually think that once you're out of the big cities, and I've been to Chicago, I've been to Los Angeles, and I've been to New York. Once you're out of the big city, America is a very, very, very nice place. Very friendly people, very polite people. It's the only country in the world where people actually say please and thank you a lot. But I do have a complaint about America. My biggest complaint about America is you guys are absolutely obsessed with cheese. I've never known a country like it. You are absolutely obsessed with cheese. You have cheese with everything. Absolutely everything. No matter what it is you're eating, you'll have cheese with it. You've even got cheese, right? In the UK, when we go into a cafe, you get a squeezy bottle of mustard and a squeezy bottle of Chester ketchup. In the United States, you get a squeezy bottle of mustard, a squeezy bottle of ketchup, and a squeezy bottle of cheese. I've never known a nation to be so obsessed with cheese. In fact, in all of your supermarkets like Walgreens and Target and things like that, right, the biggest counters are the fucking cheese counters. I've never known a nation to be so obsessed.
What?
You go to somewhere like IHOP.
Steve, even above France, who love...
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, the Americans are absolutely obsessed with it. They've got a chain of restaurants called IHOP, which is a pancake like restaurant place, Tracy, right? You wouldn't think pancakes would be infected by cheese, but no. In America, you go into IHOP, right, and you can actually have cheese on your pancakes. They actually do cheese pancakes. Everything there is cheese. Go to McDonald's. Everything is cheese. It's like going to Dunkin'. There's even cheese donuts.
Go on, Mickey.
Right. This country is obsessed with cheese.
Must be as bad as having pineapple on a fucking pizza.
I love pineapple on the pizza.
Yeah,
what's wrong with that?
Bit of fruit.
Right, I'm just going to go and get another drink, but this time it's not beer. I'm going to go and get a drink of milk. We'll be back in a second. Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, right. No, so the rant about the cheese and... Right, the thing that I don't understand, and guys, you guys in America, please do explain this one to me. Oh, they've both fucked off now. But
I'm still here.
I know you can still hear, but you disappeared. Anyway, I don't understand the thing of having maple syrup with eggs for breakfast. I don't get that. I can vaguely understand the maple syrup with bacon, Canadian bacon or something.
Oh, that's lush, that is.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I can vaguely understand that because you've got that sweet and salty. I do love a salted caramel type thing. But I don't get this thing where you get the syrup with eggs, like literally fried eggs. And it's, ugh. What is that about? Explain that one.
What is this thing? Biscuits and gravy.
Oh, biscuits are scones or scones.
Yeah, but the gravy is nothing like our gravy.
What is that? I don't get that one either.
Gravy is brown stuff you put on your roast dinner. It's not what you have with biscuits. I
could understand if they said, "Oh God, no, it's cheese scones or cheese scones." I can understand that because that's savoury and savoury. But then you've got these. Yeah. So hi America, can you please explain fried eggs with syrup, or scones with gravy?
And they've all gone quiet. Hey?
Sorry, I was welcoming Steve back. What did you say?
So they've all gone quiet. Come on, America. What's this with biscuits and gravy?
We've got a delay on Reddit anyway, so wait for them to catch up. DJ Paulsy P says, I need to go to bed. You will be missed.
Yes.
I enjoy your contributions.
We're not here Friday because Steve's away. We're slacking.
Back on Monday.
Monday.
Mark on Twitch says, I got fried egg flavoured crisps in Tenerife before and loved them. Oh, I can understand that because that's like having egg with chips, like French fries. I can understand that. But if it was fried egg flavoured cake, I'd be like, what? No. So yes. Why are you on the milk, Steve? Have you got some heartburn from all those buds?
No, well, I'm not drinking beer or drink milk.
Oh, cool.
I actually like milk. I quite enjoy it.
Do you know what? I had, with the hot weather, and I was never really a coffee drinker until about a year ago at all. I wasn't even like a tea drinker, and recently with the hot weather I've got into the chilled coffees that you can buy. Yes, I know, commercial.
I love iced coffee.
Frappuccinos.
Oh, just the ready-made crap stuff that's got lots of crap in it and a bit of sugar and that, and it tastes a bit like coffee.
You can actually buy the tins in the supermarket, Trace.
Yeah. Well, no, but that's what I mean. And I bought one that was called Emmy, EMMI, and the review on Tesco was good. And I thought, oh, let's try this. It was like £1 or something, special offer. And it was like drinking milk that somebody had put a bit of sugar in it.
Ugh.
And I was so outraged that I had to put a review on there saying, literally, this is an expensive way of drinking milk.
Maple and eggs is a Canadian thing, as Klein said.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, okay. Well, I still don't get it, wherever it's from.
No.
The only reason that I thought it was, well, it's North America, but the only reason I thought it was like an American or USA thing is that when you go to a Wetherspoon and you ask for the American breakfast, that is part of it. But I don't eat that. I have the full English. I do like a full English, but I don't want to seriously.
You know that Wetherspoons all comes plated up and they just microwave it, don't you?
Yes, because my eldest daughter, I don't know if she's still watching, but my eldest daughter had a Wetherspoons career for about 5 years.
Oh, right.
Yeah, she started there. She was one of the kitchen staff, so she said it's literally ping and ding.
I won't eat in Wetherspoon since I had a mixed grill. Turned over my lamb chop and there was a little circle with the date on it, which was 3 months out of date.
Could have been frozen.
So, well, I don't care. It was on it. It's 3 months out of date. And do you know what they said? Would you like another one? No. And I've never eaten in Wetherspoon since.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's the thing. You go into Wetherspoons knowing what you're going to get.
Yeah, you do. Yes, yeah.
But I mean, yours is kind of like that made me cringe. That really did. If I bought a Wetherspoons breakfast and the sausages had like a date stamped on them, I would be like, oh.
A little round disc on the back with a date on it, and it was 3 months out of date. Okay, it might have been frozen, but
yeah, you shouldn't have had that on your plate. Say that again.
I said I don't want that on the plate.
No, I said exactly the same thing. You shouldn't have had that on your plate. So, Steve FW Audio on Reddit says can only see part of the person on top.
Yeah, because I've got my camera switched off at the moment.
Oh yeah. Hang on, Tracy, just move you across. Hang on. Mickey switched off, so it's my.
I see. Yes.
I'm coming back now.
No, it's
all right. I've sorted it. Look, there you go.
There you go. And there we were.
There you go.
FW Audio.
I'm trying to do my best. It's a problem with Reddit. If we just stream on Twitch on a Wednesday night, this won't be a problem.
Oh, that's so annoying that I just saw that we lost. I know we weren't up in the triple figures at the time, but we're down in single figures now on Reddit.
Oh well.
It's because we've had to restart the stream again, but I'm really impressed that we've got. Have a look at the leaderboard. I'm actually quite impressed that Twitch is actually doing quite well.
Woo!
So
look at that. Hello to, I don't know if any of the leaderboards are still on, but hello.
Well, you're doing well. You're still in front, but that's because it's you're monitoring this on Twitch.
Yeah, but anything below 4 and below is good because it's. I mean, obviously number 2 is good, but you know, he's been watching under pain of death. Not really. But number 4 and below are all people. Do you recognise any of them? Oh, I mean, you know, obviously apart from them talking. So.
No. Hang on. No, I don't recognise any of them. These are all new viewers to me. Mr. Mad Mark, yes, I recognise him. Number 22, Mr. Mad Mark, I recognise.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
And number 24, so he's watching us twice.
Oh.
Glob the Log You watched us initially at the beginning, so I hadn't seen him for there. But others, just another guy from Mars. Yes, I recognise him from the chat earlier. But I haven't seen Miss Mouse WC. I've seen over time. Commander Root is a bot. Other than that, no, I don't recognise. Number 5 to number.
Cool.
Number 5 to number 16. I don't recognise.
Sorry. Klein643 on Reddit's got a question for us, and so is live interaction.
Cool.
Top 3 favourite US presidents. Good question.
Can you even name 3 US presidents?
I can. I like Roosevelt. I like Abe Lincoln. And that's about it, really, I think. None of the modern day ones. I mean, the past 3 clowns you've had, well, you just seem to be going downhill, to be fair. And as for do any of you use crypto? No, I don't.
I don't yet, but I'm open to it because I know that my brother has. I wanted to say tampered. That's not the right word. He's dabbled. My brother's dabbled with crypto, but it's not something that I'm fully aware. And the top 3 favourite US presidents, I don't have a good enough knowledge of American history to be able to go, yeah, that and that. So.
Okay, in my case, it's William McKinley, Grover Cleveland, and Ronald Reagan.
Did you fucking Google them, did you?
No. The reason I remember President McKinley is because back in the 1980s, when CB came to the UK, one of the CB radios you could get was a President McKinley.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so there you go. And I happened to, at the time, I thought, well, why have they, and this company president named their CB radios after all the American presidents, and I looked up President McKinley, so that's who it was. Grover Cleveland, I only remember because he was a reformist. He was actually somebody that reformed the United States. If I remember correctly, he was the first Democrat elected, and he was actually a reformist president, and he actually set some of the modern things that we do today. And of course, Ronald Reagan, surprisingly, was actually quite a good president. He took over from Jimmy Carter, but Ronald Reagan was actually quite a good president. I quite enjoyed Ronald Reagan. He had a lot to do with it. And that's the only reason why I picked those ones. Maybe not the most famous ones, but that's it.
I'll get my teeth back in again. Ronald Reagan was someone who featured quite heavily in the early 80s for me when we had that threat of nuclear strike, nuclear war. Him and Thatcher were bedfellows.
Sleeping with each other.
Huh?
Sleeping with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was who was the puppet and who was the puppeteer, and it was really quite scary at the time. And so, but that's all my knowledge of him, and based on that, I wouldn't have said he was a good president. But somebody was probably working him from behind, even behind Thatcher, because George W. Bush again was very much of a puppet. So
my 3 favourite PMs are Margaret Thatcher, Winston Churchill, and Clement Attlee.
Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Margaret Thatcher.
Shall we storm in there now, Micky?
Hey?
Shall we storm in there now, Micky?
Yeah. Margaret frickin' Thatcher.
Margaret Thatcher. And you know why, Micky? Because we discussed this before.
We have, yeah. And you know
why.
And you know my feelings on the subject.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to go through them again.
But nobody remembers Clement Attlee. I do, though.
I do.
National Health Service, thanks to him. Well, actually, the National Health Service is down to a guy called Nye Bevan, but Clement Attlee was the president, and we, thanks to that Prime Minister, thanks to Nye Bevan and Clement Attlee, we have got the best free medical service in the world.
Although they're trying to kill it off at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So, but yeah, Thatcher was my favourite thing. The Falklands factor had a lot to play with that. I think if anybody else had been in power, they would have let the Falklands just slip away.
Yeah.
But
that's the only thing that gave her that next
win. Yeah, I agree.
I think.
Yeah, I agree.
I think without the Falklands, I don't think she'd have won the next election.
I don't think she would, because when I was a kid, she was always known as Maggie Thatcher, the milk snatcher.
Yeah, because she took away the bloody milk.
She took away the free school milk. Yeah. So, but in 1979, I voted for her. I plead guilty to voting for her. And in 1982, she showed that she had some real balls. You know, Micky, we shouldn't have won that war. Everything was against us in that war.
Yeah. There
was no way we should have won the Falkland Islands. There was no way we should have won the Falkland Islands back, but we did. And it was down to Maggie, and I love her for that.
Well,
and yeah.
I'm sorry, but I disagree with you. It was down to the troops on the ground. Maggie might have sent them, but it was actually the troops on the ground that did the business.
Yeah, I agreed. It was the troops on the ground that did the business, but yeah. Maggie sent them. That's the thing. Maggie sent them. Any other prime minister would have just rolled over and took it up the arse. Good night, Mark. I'll speak to you later.
Good night, Mark.
Bye, Mark.
Bye, Mark. I'm gonna be ending this stream in about 10 minutes as well because I need to go and watch some Pornhub.
Is there some new material up there that you've been missing?
Well, I've seen it all twice, so yeah, just check. I just like check.
During the lockdowns, you completed Pornhub.
Yeah. I completed Pornhub long before the lockdown. xnxx.com is the better one.
Oh, what?
xnxx.com.
I've never heard of that one.
Jeez. Well, there you go. You're going to Google it now. Look, xnxx.com.
Yeah, no, my go-to site is X-Hamster.
X-Hamster.
Yeah.
It's what? Sorry, who?
X-Hamster.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yes, X-Hamster. I keep forgetting about X-Hamster. Yeah. X-Hamster. Yeah.
X-Hamster is that since the
Hello, Krampus.
Since the like tightening up of the rules, as in there has to be people like they signed to say that they agree to their stuff being up.
Yeah.
If you're not signed in, everything is Desi, DESI, and Tamil, and you just get all this stuff that just seems to be women being forced, like Asian women being forced into doing some disgusting things, and it's just like that's not what I want. I'm here to watch the sexy stuff. I don't want to see a woman who looks like she's in pain. And in that case, it's like, okay, she may well have signed her consent, but under what pain did she sign that consent?
Yeah.
I'm with you, live interaction.
Live interaction, you'll just have to choose.
In about 8 minutes, I'm going to end the stream at about 1:20. It's 1:15 in the morning here, and although I'm joking about saying I'm going to go on Pornhub, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to crash on my bed.
You look like you're pointing to the sofa, the pub sofa behind you. I'm going to go and crash in that corner over there.
They're crashing off over there. I'm just going to start taking my medication now.
Truss, he's out of bed again.
Yeah, medication. Unfortunately, my medication, about 15 minutes after taking it, sort of sends me into a bit of a stupor. So
we won't know the difference, though. So
No.
Anyway, if you're missing Tracey's top, you can always sign up to her OnlyFans. You'll be fine.
Her OnlyFans is called Tracey's Titty.
Yeah, no, look in the link tree. It may well be there.
Yeah.
Keep looking. But seriously, come back, and I mean, I can't guarantee I'm going to be on every single stream because there's Mondays and Fridays now, and also if he adds a Wednesday. But
well, that's only if I get enough people on Twitch, Tracy.
Exactly. So if he gets enough people on Twitch, he's going to add a Wednesday. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to be here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But if I'm in enough demand and I get enough hits on my links, make it worth my while, and I might do outfit requests. Who knows?
Frenchy Mama, 807. No, medication is a thing when you've got cancer, which is what I've got. So I've got to take lots of medication for it. I've got cancer. I've got an incurable blood cancer called follicular lymphoma. So I have to take lots of medication for it because I'm currently on chemotherapy. So if you want to know why, and these drugs, which I'm doing right now, these little things knock me out completely.
And can I? I'm going to add to that. I'm only just 50, and it doesn't necessarily mean that just because you get older you have to be on medication. Because I can honestly say that I am not on any medication, no drugs, no prescription drugs, anything like that. The only drug that I'm on is a bit of alcohol every now and then. But I'm even though I'm a larger woman, I'm not on the usual things that people would think, like as in diabetes and high blood pressure and things like this. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're guaranteed to have to be on prescriptive meds as you get older. And Mickey?
What?
Well, prescription meds. You're an old person.
I am for my blood pressure. I've got 2 tablets I take for my blood pressure every morning, and I also got inhalation powder for my COPD, which I take every morning.
I've just had a 5-minute warning on my. I don't know if you can hear it. You can see it there. I've got an earbud in my ear.
Yeah.
I've just had the 5-minute warning, saying that I've got 5 minutes of charge left. So, like I said, we're coming off at 1:20, so we've got 4 minutes left. So let's have some questions, guys.
Now they're giving us exactly 3.5 hours on Twitch. So yeah, go on. Quick fire questions.
Fuck you's got one, Tracy.
What were your C's?
I haven't had any. Carry on.
I haven't really had any wild moments overseas.
I was in New York, and I won't go into great details, but I've actually got a world record that I broke in 1990. And I was in New York in a radio station called Hot 97 FM, and I was showing off my talents on this radio station. Unfortunately, it involved me swallowing a lot of air. So live on air in front of 6 million people, I swallowed a lot of air. Now, if you swallow a lot of air, it can only escape one of 2 ways, and I didn't burp.
Oh.
Oh dear.
I just said I'm British, and they just sort of understood.
Oh.
There we go.
Dear, oh dear.
I often wonder if they've got a recording of that.
Probably.
Yeah.
They probably use that for bleeping out swear words or something.
Steve.
Right, come on. We've got 3 minutes left, people. Come on, 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Left, and while you're not talking, any of you guys watching us, make sure that you tweet, retweet, share, and everything. Any of these streams, there's loads on Steve's YouTube. I think there's some on Twitch.
And Reddit.
And
my sub on Reddit. It'll be on my. I'll just put my Reddit sub up. So I'll put my Reddit sub up. We'll be back on Monday. I'm away for the weekend, but we'll be back on Monday. We will be back on Monday. If you want us back.
Well, I mean, we can be here. Whether they bother turning up is a different story, isn't it?
That's the thing. The more people that watch us, come back, talk to us, if we get not feedback, if we get questions, we've got things that we can bounce off and talk about and answer and stuff.
With your chest, you can bounce off lots.
I can.
Live interaction. How long have we all worn glass?
Since I was 30, live interaction for me. Since I was 30,
yeah,
Tracey.
Since I was 50 for me, so that's 16 years.
It was 26 for me, but I held off and I tried not to, and then it ended up being about, I think I was about 40 when I finally went, all right, I can't fucking see.
I walked into the opticians and the optician looked at me and said, your mother was right.
That sounds like something like the midwife might say.
Yeah. Stop that or you'll go blind. He looked at me and said, your mother was right.
Fuck you, sis. Come back before Monday. What the fuck are we going to do till Monday? It's not like we've got much to do. I know. Fuck you. I know. Jesus, I'm literally going to be sitting here like twerking by myself and going, what, what's going on here? So.
We cannot overexpose ourselves. I'd normally be back on Friday, but like I said, I'm going away this weekend, so it's going to be Monday. So it's next Monday.
I'm not set up for doing my own stream at all, but maybe in the future, follow me. So
I haven't got a clue how to set it up. So
right, I'm going to end this stream. Tracey and Mickey, don't go away. I'm going to end this stream now, people. I'm really sorry, but it is 20 past 1 in the morning. So I'm just going to put my my goodbye screen up. So
thank you so much.
Bye, folks. Have a good week, and we'll catch you next Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, cool.
I've been sacked this Friday. I've been dumped.
I got a night off.
Oh, God, mate.
He's farting.
Yeah, hang on. It's not quite ended yet.
I know. That's why I think.
And they can still hear us.
I know. That's why I said he's farting. I thought I would give humorous.
Oh, come on. I'm just waiting for Reddit to catch up. I'm just waiting for Reddit to catch up.
And the lady.